Hello students, welcome to the fifth session. So this is 5th of April morning session. Till now we have discussed 4 sessions, 2nd of April morning evening, 4th of April morning evening, now 5th of April. And let us see what was the level of the exam. Now we are receiving questions from the students. In the meantime, if any of you are there who appeared for the morning shift, they can mention any question if you remember, or about the level, how was the difficulty and overall. So please mention in the comments how was the paper, any of you out of the exam center just now. Yeah, yes, please mention, I'm just waiting. In the meantime, we are getting questions. So we are collecting questions from the students, and the central team will send the questions to us soon, and those questions will be taken by me, and physics and chemistry, maths and chemistry will be taken by Dipendra sir and Gaurav sir. Physics was easy. Datan is saying, oh, that's great. Till now we have seen physics as usual, okay, except few questions. Everything is, you can say, moderate level. Moderate level means on the easier side. Please guide for 8th April shift 2. Just do all the memory based live nicely, okay, and solve those questions, prepare those topics. Maths was hard, okay, somebody saying, yeah, maths has to be lengthy. Yeah, maths is lengthy in many of the shifts we have seen. Please guide for tomorrow exam, sir, please. Shikar is saying, Shikar beta, what you have to do is you prepare for all the topics till now that are being asked in the memory based lives, okay. So you have downloaded the PDFs, I hope, from the WhatsApp channel. Solve those questions nicely, prepare those topics nicely for all the 3 subjects, physics, chemistry and maths, and that's all, okay, as of now. Please, yeah, I have mentioned. अर्पण, हेलो अर्पण, पढ़ने का तो ही नहीं करा. Now at least you can prepare those topics which are being asked, okay. Certainly if there is backlogs of the topics of the chapters you cannot cover at this moment of time, but at least prepare those topics which are very important, which are being asked, okay. YDSA is being asked, diffraction is being asked, logic gates is being asked, surface energy is being asked, terminal velocity is being asked, moment of inertia is being asked. All those topics, get the list of all those topics from the PDFs that we have provided on our WhatsApp channel. So tomorrow exam shift, okay, black mystery, all the best beta. I hope you will get a very good score, 99 percentile you should get. Actually you have put so much efforts. Let us see. Now the point is, in the exam hall you have to give your best, okay. You have to have a positive mindset, you have to go with free mind, with a cool head, and trust me, if you go with a cool head your score will be better than what you deserve. And if you are very anxious, you are very stressed, very tension, very high performance pressure, then actually you will get a score lower than what you deserve. So don't do like this, okay. So start with positivity, start with easy questions first, gain some confidence in the exam hall, and then you will be able to overcome, you can say, the difficult questions also. If you start with positive mindset, please make it a point that start your exam with positive mindset. Sir, semiconductor LED, okay, somebody is mentioning that from semiconductor LED was asked. Okay, let us see what was that question. If you remember, you can mention also. अभी तक तो पढ़ रहे हैं पर अब इस टाइम पढ़ा ही नहीं जा रहा. Don't take too much pressure at this point of time. Even if you are having few topics backlog, don't take too much pressure. Prepare, if you have to prepare the important topics right now at this point of time. Dubai, hello Dubai. Sir, NTA is doing something different. There are no tough shifts till now like January. Yeah, yes, this is a point. Till now I have seen in physics also, like the questions are as usual. They are not difficult. Like yesterday, one question was there from the topic which was not there in the syllabus. That was from resolving power. Okay, that was not there in syllabus. I got one question in the memory based, but other questions were easy. Other questions were standard as usual questions. The type of questions you have solved in PYQs, the same type of questions are being asked. Semiconductor was easy, sir. Datan is saying, oh, that's great. Sir, if you remember any of the question, Datan, please mention here. I will take few of the questions. Meanwhile, we are fetching questions from the students. So if any student from this shift is there in the comments, please mention the questions. We will take them. Please mention. Sir, NT is being unprepared. There is no tough shift till now. Yeah. Yes, we have seen. There can be tough shift. Now, if there is a tough shift, now trust me, let us take if one of the physics paper you find it very difficult. The point is in the exam hall, don't get demotivated or don't feel like why my shift is difficult. No, 2 to 4 questions are difficult, avoid them. Solve all the other standard questions, 20 questions solve very nicely. Come to rest of the difficult questions at the end. Okay, so maintain your cool head in the exam hall. Trust me, it is very, very important. I remember when I was giving my JEE advanced exam, first paper was very difficult. First paper was very difficult. Now, the 2 papers we have, first paper was very difficult. And then that paper actually set a negative mindset for many of the students. And due to which they could not perform in the second paper also, which was easy. Okay, so even if you see there are few questions which are very difficult in your paper, at that moment of time avoid those questions, solve the easiest of the questions first. There are many questions which are freely distributed by NTA so that everybody can score. Many questions, I'll say many questions. If there is a question of logic gate, what they can ask in logic gate, simple things are being asked, prepare those nicely. Terminal velocity is being asked, surface energy is being asked, okay, some kinematics, projectile, simple question, range ratio was asked. Can you understand that? A formula based question on the range of projectile, it was being asked. If you avoid these type of questions and you go with very difficult question, waste your 10 minutes, it's not fair for you, it's not good for you. Okay, so first take the free marks, take the free marks that are being distributed to everyone in the paper. So you may get in physics at least 5 to 10 questions you may get which are very standard, very easy questions. Okay, no problem in them, you will be able to get full marks on in those 5 to 10. Then solve the other remaining questions. Sir, microscope ka question was toughest. Om Namah Shivaya is saying, microscope questions till now what NTA has asked are all the formula based questions. I don't think in microscope they asked any tough question. Magnetic moment were asked. Yes, yesterday magnetic moment was asked and we had seen one torque was also asked and another you can say magnetic moment we need to integrate and find for a coil. Sir, please take my message to the chemistry teacher. They make more videos like 15 minutes of mark booster, short marks. It matches pattern. Yes, we are making beta. There are already a few videos. Okay, yesterday also one video of Gaurav sir was there uploaded and soon other few more videos will come. Sir, I only need 40 to 50 marks. Okay, hello. Okay. So students, we are getting the questions and sir, please take my message to I already answered this and yes, this will be communicated further also. No, I am not from South, I am from North, I am from Delhi. So now Deependra sir is with us. So Deependra sir will be joining. So Deependra sir, it's over to you.
Be joining back and he'll be bringing you the first question from physics. So yes, he'll be here with all of us very soon in a while. But meanwhile, I am reading some comments where somebody is saying, sir, please take my message to the chemistry teacher. They make more videos like 15 minutes mark booster. It matches pattern. Definitely. We'll forward this request to Gaurav sir. I'll definitely do it. How was the paper according to you? I haven't written the paper. I haven't taken the test. You tell me, all the participants who have attempted this test, how was your paper? Am I from South? No. I am from Central India. I am from Madhya Pradesh, Indore. I belong to Indore. Yes. So, sir, is it possible to get 50 marks in physics? Definitely. Why not? Why not? Today, shift 2, any tip? I'll say just have faith in your abilities. You'll definitely perform exceptionally well as per your ability. Black Mystery saying tomorrow exam advice for maths. I'll say revise all the formulae now. Go through all the formulae and everything. Will very soon do justice to it. Yes, sir. Okay. मैं end कर रहा हूँ. जी. Okay, so Sumit sir is joining. Let's get started with this.
So we are there back with questions on physics. So we have received question on physics. So let us see what is that question. And yes, it is another simple question, another straightforward question. OBS को मिनिमाइज कर दीजिए, OBS को मिनिमाइज कर दीजिए, YouTube ओपन करिए, YouTube. Yeah, okay. Now, let us see, in physics we have received one question, and this question is on simple pulley problem. Let us see what is that question. As shown in figure, the ratio of T1 and T2 is. Now, this is the system. I need the ratio of the tensions in T1 and T2. First of all, let us find the acceleration of this system. If this is going down with acceleration a, okay, this will be going up with acceleration a, and for this complete system, if I write acceleration, that will be equal to total pulling force. Okay, this is 10 kg, so 10 minus 4 into g divided by the total inertia, means the total mass, that is 4 plus 6, that is 14. Okay, so what it is now, that this is 60. Okay, 60 divided by 14, this is 30 by 7. So I got my acceleration as 30 by 7. Now, you see, this whole system is going down with this acceleration. Can I find T2 for this block? Yes, it is having a you can say force due to gravity 60 in the downward, T2 in the upward. It is moving down with acceleration a. So I will say that T2 minus 60 is, sorry, 60 minus T2, na? It is going down. 60 minus T2 is equals to 6 into a. Yeah. So T2 comes out to be 60 minus 6 into a, that is 30 by 7. What is, I think I missed something. That is, yeah, 10 minus 4, that was okay. Okay, this was the total mass. This is total pulling force divided by total mass. This is 10 plus 4, that was 14. Yes, this was 30 by 7. This was 30 by 7. This is 60 minus T2 is equals to 6 into A. So T2 comes out to be 60 minus 6 into A. Just a second. This is 10 minus 4 into g, that is 60. Yes, and the total mass was 14. Acceleration is fine. Yeah, this is 30 divided by 7. Then this is 60 minus T2. This is equal to 6 into A. Yes, so T2 comes out to be 60. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. It seems to be like, so much by 7, why this by 7 is coming, but I think they will get cancelled now. Let us see what it is. This is 420 minus 180 divided by 7. What it is now? This is 220, 240, yeah? 240. And what else? This is, yeah, 220, 240 divided by 7. This is my T2. Now let us find T1 also. Now this total 10 kg block is going down with that acceleration. So when I write for T1, I will say total, that is 100 in the downward direction, okay, the force due to gravity, minus my T1, or I can write for 4 kg block also. Anything, either I can write for these two blocks or I can write for 4 kg block. Any of that you can write and you will get. Let us write for 4 kg, I think that will be easier. So I will say T1 minus 40 is equals to 4 into A. So T1 comes out to be 40 plus 4 into, what is A? A is 30 by 7, 30 divided by 7. Yeah. This is 280 plus, and this is 120 divided by 7. What it is? 400 divided by 7. This is my T1. I need T1 by T2. What is T1? T1 is 400 by 7 divided by, what is T2? 240 divided by 7. Yeah, the 7 is getting cancelled. I was thinking why this 7 is coming, but this 7 is getting cancelled, and this 440 into 10, 40 40 into 10, yeah, 40 into 60, yeah, into 6, not 60, 40 into 6, and this comes out to be 5 divided by 3, which is our first option. Yeah. Sir, I only need 40 to 50 marks, but I have not studied good. My exam is tomorrow morning. Okay, now tomorrow morning, what should I do? Please help. So prepare the memory based questions that we have discussed till now, and you will get the PDF of all these sessions on our WhatsApp channel. So download that and prepare for each shift. Now we have Gaurav sir with us. Now Gaurav sir, it's over to you.
Good afternoon, warriors. So I can see Black Mystery, you are solving questions. So I guess today was your paper, if I remember correctly. So in chemistry, we have again got a question from, yes, hello beta, hello. And in chemistry, the first question that we have got, good afternoon, Arpan, good afternoon, Rof, Rof the world. Okay, roll the world. I'm sorry. FE, acha, FE nahi, JE for dropper batch. Okay. Shift-2 tips for 5th April. Beta tips is whatever questions we are discussing over here. Kindly go through the concept. It will be helping you to actually not be amazed by the paper that will be thrown at you in your particular session. Like for example, in the January attempt of practical organic chemistry, they were interested regarding the POAC of silver halides. Now they have suddenly got interest in barium sulfate. So the same process you again have to apply. You are given with 0.2 gram of organic compound. It is subjected to certain specifications which must have released sulfur. The method is Scarius method, giving 0.6 gram of barium sulfate. So again, do the stoichiometry for barium sulfate. If you would have 1 mole of barium sulfate, then I guess its molecular mass is 233 gram. It was given yesterday. Today it is not given. Gaurav sir, make more videos like, okay, I'll be YK. Beta, that instead of that video na, what I'm suggesting you, although we'll be doing everything which we can for the best of our efficiency for your help, but I'm telling you, this is an appropriate method for each and every student is to actually segregate and recognize what are the areas where you are falling back, where you are making mistake, and kindly only refer questions and practice questions around that area. Yes, by the time whatever areas you are confident with, sir, how you are going to revise them, that's why attend these lives, identify what are your weak areas and give question, solve question from that area, है ना? So acha, somebody is saying Jia Purohit is saying molecular mass was given. So obviously it would be somewhere around 233. Okay, perfect. Advait is giving answer also perfect beta. So this is the molecular mass. So if you would have 1 mole of barium sulfate as PPT, you would be having this much gram of barium sulfate, and this would be having 32 gram of definitely sulfur. So 1 gram of this PPT will be having 32 upon 233. I hope everybody is clear with this. So that means this is the weight which is obtained by 1 gram. But how much gram question is telling us that we have got the PPT? It is telling us that we have got 0.6 gram. So this will be multiplied and this will rather give you weight of sulfur. This sulfur is coming from where? This sulfur is coming from this 2 gram of organic compound. So last thing is percentage of sulfur in your organic compound will be weight of sulfur coming from that compound divided by weight of organic compound into 100. What is weight of organic compound? 0.2. And because students, yeah, so now they Advait is telling me that answer is 41.2. So obviously your integer type answer will be 41%. I hope everybody got that correctly. Now, this was the first question which I have got. Now let me see who's next. Okay, so Deepen sir is next. So ending from my side, Deepen sir, over to you.
All right, so we have received the first question of mathematics as well. Now, when you look at this question, do you not realize exactly this question I have told you the short trick for? And yes, you can do this question within 10 seconds. So there are certain questions from mathematics which are absolutely doable. If I make you look at this, I hope you do remember, of course, it is a question of telescoping sum. This is a sum of VN method, but you don't have to apply the complete VN method to solve this question. Do you remember we have discussed a short trick for it in the formula revision of maths when we revised all the formulae of mathematics? There I told you the short trick for it, and those who might have attended it must have done it within seconds. Do you remember the technique? I hope you do, where we did discuss the short trick for it. What was the short trick, students? Anyone who's telling me? I hope you remember this 528 stays outside because it is a constant. But here, I hope you are paying attention. 1, 2, 3 are in AP, 2, 3, 4 are in AP, 10, 11, 12. So all these terms are in AP with common difference 1. And this has this second factor is 2, and this is beginning with that second factor. So if yes, that's black mystery, that's brilliant. So if you see something like that, I hope you know how to write the answer. First of all, yes, you take the difference. So 3 minus 1, that's 2. You divide this whole expression by 2. So you multiplied by 1 by 2 technically, and then you write the first term minus last term. You write the first term minus last term, but from the first term you remove the last factor, which will be, it will be 1 upon 1 into 2 minus 1 upon this. From the last term, just remove the first factor, so it leaves you with 11 into 12, and that's your final answer. That's your final answer. Do you all remember that? Yes, that's brilliant, students. I hope from here it's simply easy and completely solvable. You know how to do it, and you can definitely solve it further from here. Everybody got this, everybody understood this. Do you remember this short technique? And if you were not aware of it, I hope you must have seen it and understood it. Will you apply it now in the real examination hall? Let me see who is ready now. So let me see anyone who's available, so that either Sumit sir or Gaurav sir joins the session. Let's see how many of you were aware of it. Anybody who was already aware of it? Anybody in the chat box? All the participants. By the way, those who have attempted the paper today, how was your paper? Anyone? Was it tough? Was it easy? Was it moderate? What about maths part? Was it lengthy? Was it again calculation based? Expecting these type of questions in my shift. Black mystery in that case, if it is tough for everyone. If it is easy, it is easy for everyone. My second shift today. That's great. Congratulations. All the very best. Yes, great. 6th April, Satna. Okay, good, Shreya. Good, Prince. I hope. Okay. So Sumit sir will be there in a while, but okay. By the way, so students are responding. They are having their shifts today. Any queries or concerns you have, I'm there. I can respond. That's good. 299 percentile. Yes, possibly yes. That's good, students. That's great. Math lengthy. Okay. Shadil is saying maths was lengthy. Totally understandable, totally acceptable. It usually happens. It always happens. Okay. So yes, you all can get the answer, which is not a tough task if you want me. I think Sumit sir is ready. So I am moving out of this session of this particular part, and Sumit sir is joining.
Still not live. Okay. Yeah, we are live now. Let us see what is that question. So yesterday we had a question on cell combination. That was a parallel combination of the cells, and that can be solved with two ways. Either you solve that with finding the equivalent cell and the equivalent internal resistance of the cell and then solve the question, or you can solve with nodal analysis. So the same question is here with us. So this question can be solved in with two ways. Easier way is nodal analysis, and you can say a bit more lengthy way is finding the E equivalent and R equivalent of this. So let us do this with nodal analysis first. Okay, nodal analysis first. So how should I do? Let us ground it. Okay, that is zero potential, and let us take this potential A. Potential of A is V. Now take this current as I1, I2, I3, I4, and I know I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4, this is equal to 0. These three are equal, so I know I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I3. So this is 3I1 plus I4 is equal to 0. Now what is I1? This potential is V. This potential is V minus 15. This potential is 0. So across this potential is V minus 15, resistance is 3. So I1 is V minus 15 divided by 3 plus I4. I4 will be V minus 0 divided by 6. V minus 0 divided by 6, and this is equal to 0. Now this 3 is getting cancelled. So this is V plus V by 6 is equal to 15. V plus V by 6 is equal to 15. So I can say this is 7V by 6 is equal to 15. So V comes out to be 15 into 6 divided by 7. I got V. I need I4. I4 is V by 6. So I4, what I need? IAB na? Yeah. I4 is equals to V by 6, so that will be 15 divided by 7, that is option 4. Yeah, D. Sir, exact option are A, 12.5. No. Option here we are getting D. Okay, somebody is saying that in the actual question, Datan is saying it was 5V. Okay. So he is saying instead of 15, it was 5. Thank you if it was like that. But yes, we know this is memory based. So data may not be exactly the same. Okay. Getting this now. Now, if you know the formula of finding the E equivalent and R equivalent, that way also you can solve. Resistance with this 6 ohm resistance, that way also you can do. This is one way, this is another way. Whichever suits you, you can do. Yesterday also similar type of question was there. So now we will have.
Yes, guys. So I'm having two more questions. Sir, galat hai option. Okay, so S8 U Life is giving options. Good beta. We'll be definitely including those options in physics. Sir, my exam is tomorrow. What do I do today? Beta, today revise concepts, and after that, wherever again, I mean the solution is same, dear friends. Sir, tomorrow morning is my exam. Okay, Black Mystery, all the very best, and I know universe is going to help you. So all the very best, beta. God bless you. So moving to hello, sir. Ritu, hello, beta. Tomorrow first shift, Shreya. Best of luck, dear. Very. I mean, definitely if you have worked hard, na beta. Whatever amount of inputs you have given, the positive energy will always help to magnify and multiply that in efforts and efficiency. That is what we should expect. We should not expect that we have invested 10% of our energy, so maybe with good luck you can have 20% of output, but not more than that. So for that you just have to focus your attention on what type of questions are coming and what else you can revise, like a traditional question today, second shift. Okay, Vaneet, beta, best of best of luck. Now, the traditional questions, beta. Again, the first order kinetics question was asked. T half is given. Now, T half, whatever students have communicated, T half is given out to be 6.93. And for first order kinetics, we know what is the formula of T half, sir. ln2, which is 0.693 upon rate constant K. So this rather gives you rate constant as 1 by 10, as in 0.1. Now, what you have to do, you now have to calculate time required. Obviously, this is also in minutes, so that time will also come in minute to complete 90% of the reaction. Okay, user is saying it was 99, so let me do 99 for user. I mean, if it was 99, then we will put 99%. So rather, what shall be the basic formula? Sir, K for first order kinetics equals 1 upon K into ln of initial concentration with which you have started upon concentration of A remaining at time T. So this T will be equal to what is 1 upon K? Sir, K is 1 by 10. So this will rather be simply 10. You just check K 110 and this will be divided. So K is definitely 1 by 10. So because K is 1 by 10, so 1 by K becomes 10 into ln of initial concentration is 100. Now, if at all it was 90%, then if 90% gone, how much is left? 10. If at all in the question it was given 99% completed, then 99% gone. So how much is left at time T? Sir, 1. If it is 99%, it will be 1 in the denominator. So this T will be equal to 10 into 2.303 into log of 100, as in 2, log 10 is 1. So this is simply 446. 236 point something, because I am multiplying 10 also. So this will be 46 point something. So definitely your answer will be 46 if it was 99%. Perfect. So, acha, I have, I guess, I have one more question from basic atomic structure. Now, it will be a crime to leave such a question. Simple application of n plus L Aufbau rule. You have to compare energy of orbitals, sir. For single electron species, the energy only depends upon n, and for multi electron species, as per quantum model, it depends upon n plus L. So just do n plus L. This n plus L is 6, here n plus L is 5, here n plus L is 4, here n plus L is 3. Now it is not even competing. If n plus L ties, then obviously lower be the value of n, then lower be the energy, but here it is not even tying. So which is having highest energy, sir? C. So these options are gone. After that you have Delhi, so this is gone. Clearly answer is option 1. Okay, so these are the two questions I have. Now see, wrong question hai sir, beta, then kindly share, because students like you also only have given this 46 ही आएगा. ओके सर, आंसर में डेसिमल होना था. ओके, इन द प्रीवियस केस इफ डेसिमल होना था बेटा, देन डू द कंप्लीट मल्टीप्लिकेशन एंड देन रिपोर्ट द कंप्लीट आंसर. सो इट विल बी 4.606 into 10, so this will be 46.06. So if decimal hona tha, so this shall be your answer, but obviously they generally ask the integer. Now I guess Deepen sir is ready for you, and so Deepen sir, over to you.
All right, students. So we are back with. All right, students. So we are back with our mathematics discussion. I hope you can see again a very simple, very silly, very straightforward question. So this year, what we are seeing is there have been questions based on orthocenter, circumcenter, incenter, and again we see a question on orthocenter. So we are given an equilateral triangle PQR, which has one of the vertices as P, which is 3, 5, and QR is x plus y. So this is the third side opposite to P is QR, which is lying on this straight line. Great. Now from here we know that its orthocenter is alpha comma beta. Now for equilateral triangle, orthocenter, incenter, circumcenter, and even centroid, they all are same, right? I hope you do remember that. So we are asked this value. So first of all, if I could draw it, so P is given as 3, 5. Opposite to it, this is side QR, which is on the line x plus y is equals to 4. Now what I do is I drop an altitude, because for an equilateral triangle, altitude, median, perpendicular bisector, angle bisector, all of them are going to be same. So here if I drop a perpendicular, so I'm going to find this feet T. So 3, 5 feet on this line x plus y is equals to 4. I hope you remember the formula. H minus 3 by 1, k minus 5 by 1 should be negative of 3 plus 5 minus 4 upon 1 square plus 1 square. The standard formula I'm applying, the feet form. So with that, h minus 3 is equals to minus 2 and k minus 5 also minus 2, which means h and k are received as 1, 3, which means this t has coordinates as 1, 3. Now one thing I hope you all are clearly aware of, if somebody asks you the centroid or orthocenter or circumcenter or even what am I left with, incenter, all of them are going to coincide because it is an equilateral triangle. So if it is an equilateral triangle, I hope you remember this is going to be median, altitude and everything. So if it is a median and this is the centroid, then centroid divides median into the ratio 2:1. Do you remember that? So 2 into this plus 1 into this divided by 3 will be my answer. Everybody getting that? So with that, G's coordinates are going to be 2 into 1. 2 into 1 is 2 plus 1 into 3 is 3 divided by 2 plus 1, that is 3, comma 2 into 3, that is 6, 1 into 5 is 5 divided by again 2 plus 1, that is 3. So this is your alpha comma beta. Alpha plus beta will be what? 5 and 11. So 11 plus 5 is what? 11 plus 5 is 16. So it will be 16 by 3. So alpha plus beta will be 16 by 3. With that, 9 times alpha plus beta will be 16 into 3, that is 48. Everybody understood that, all the participants. From here, when I move ahead with the next question, again a standard question, standard substitution is needed to be done. Although some of you may find it tricky if you don't know the right substitution, what is needed to be done here, pay attention to that part. 0 to infinity ln x upon x square plus 4. The standard substitution is pretty simple. Simply substitute this x by this 4 by t. This 4 by t. I repeat, this is a standard substitution where all you need to do is here ln x upon x square plus 4 for this standard case 0 to infinity, substitute x by 4 by t. So when you do that, when you do that, I hope you are understanding, dx becomes minus 4 by t square dt. Everybody getting that? From here, all I'm saying is that limit will also be updated. So if this was 0 to infinity, when t is 0, when x is 0, t will be infinity, and when x is infinity, t will be 0. And with that, dx is minus of this. So minus I'm introducing here, ln x. So x I'm substituting by 4 by t, x square becomes 4 by t whole square plus 4. And there, this dx gets replaced by 4 by t dt, 4 by t square dt with this negative sign outside. First of all, give me a quick update. Everybody getting that? Now from here, what I do next is pay attention to this part, students. Here, all I'm saying is log of 4 by t, log m upon n, log m minus log n. So it will be ln 4 minus ln t. In the denominator, pay attention. If I take 4 common from here and here, that 4 comes out and gets cancelled by this. This t square is basically what? 4 by t square plus 1. So this becomes 4 plus t square by t square. So this t square and this t square are cancelled. So in the denominator, you are left with 4 plus t square. Let me solve few more questions, then I'll definitely rate this shift as well. And here, if I split it, so I will be split it as 0 to infinity ln 4 by 4 plus t square minus 0 to infinity ln t by 4 plus t square. I hope there is no confusion on that. dt is also there without any confusion. Now pay attention to this part. Is it again a not I? I hope you're understanding. ln x upon 4 plus x square 0 to infinity. So that is again I. I plus I will be 2i. So there I get 2i is equal to 0 to infinity. ln 4 is a constant. So I keep that ln 4 outside. ln 4 is ln 2 square. So that 2 comes out. So it leaves you as ln 2. Then this is 0 to infinity 1 by 4 plus t square. 4 plus t square, for your understanding, can I write as 2 square plus t square dt? And I hope you do remember what is needed to be done here. 1 upon a square plus x square, that is 1 upon a tan inverse x upon a. So here the integration turns out to be as, I hope there is no confusion on this. What is it going to be? 2i. 2 and 2 are cancelled. So I is equal to ln 2 1 by a. So 1 by a is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 tan inverse x by a. What is x? X is t, so t by 2, so this will be t by 2, and the limits are going to be 0 to infinity. So we all remember tan inverse infinity is pi by 2, so there it becomes ln 2 by 2. You cannot do much about that, but here it will be pi by 2 minus 0, so your answer will be this ln 2 times pi by 4, and it should match with one of the options which is there in option A. Everybody understood that? With that, let me ask either Sumit sir or Gaurav sir to be ready so that we can get ahead with that. Okay, so I am ending from my end. Sumit sir will be there joining this, right?
So welcome students with some more questions on physics, and yes, this is another question on minimum deviation from prism, and again we are mentioning that same questions not same questions, same type of questions are being asked again and again. You see, this is a question on minimum deviation from prism. I had mentioned previously, and also till now also we had seen another questions on prism also. So this is another question on prism. Let us see this question. Speed of light in the prism is this, then find the minimum deviation through the prism. This is an equilateral prism. Speed of light is given. Can I find refractive index of the prism using this? Yes, I can find mu using this. What is refractive index? Mu is equals to speed of light in vacuum, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by in the medium. So this comes out to be 3 by 2. So mu is known to us. I need minimum deviation. Angle is known to us. What is that formula for minimum deviation? Mu is equals to sine of a plus minimum deviation divided by 2 divided by sine of a by 2. Do you remember this formula? Please mention, do you remember this formula? Everybody student, each student should mention in the comments, do you remember this formula? This is one of the most important formula. Please mention in the comments. If you don't remember, please remember it now. Now mu is 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is equals to sine of a is 60 plus minimum deviation divided by 2 divided by sine of 60 divided by 2 is 30. What is sine 30? 1 by 2. So when it will go, it will become 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is equals to sine of 30 plus minimum deviation divided by 2. Sine inverse 3 by 4 we will take. So minimum deviation will become, it will become sine inverse of 3 by 4 minus 30 degree. Minimum deviation is into 2 will also go, na, isn't it? Like sine inverse of 3 by 4 minus 30 whole into 2. So it will become 2, and here it will become 60 then. Here it will become 60. Now it is right. 2 sine inverse 3 by 4 minus 60. 2 sine inverse 3 by 4 minus 60. Yes. Yeah. 2 sine inverse 3 by 4 minus 60. Now it is good. Yes, sir. You tell many times. Yes. Minimum deviation concept should be understood thoroughly by each student. Okay, it's a very high probability that direct or maybe some indirect question you will get from prism. Next question. Now this is a question on units and dimensions. Select the quantity with matching dimensions of this. Now what to do? I don't remember, like certainly none of us remember which quantity has this dimension, and now then we have to move step by step then we have to move. Now let us see from the options. From the options we see here resistance, here resistance, here resistance, LC, L by C is also there. So let us do one thing. First find what is the dimensions of resistance, and then we will see, okay, what is there, similarity between the dimension of resistance in this. Now how to find dimensions of resistance? Resistance is equals to V divided by I. Potential divided by the charge. Potential is work done divided by charge. This is potential divided by current here. Potential is work done per unit charge. This is how we will write. Now work done is ml2 t minus 2, that is energy, divided by charge is ampere into time, current is ampere. So this will become m L2 A minus 2 T minus 3. This is the dimensions of resistance. Now what I need, if you see here ml2 is there, a minus 2 is there, here t to the power minus 4 is there, here t to the power minus 3 is there. So what I need to divide this with time. If I divide this with time, I will get the same dimensions. I need resistance by time. Resistance by LC or by root LC. What is the dimension of root LC or LC? What is the dimension? Do you remember any formula where LC is used? Yes, that is omega is equals to 1 by root LC. Do you remember this formula? What is the unit of omega? This is radian per second. Radian per second means omega is having dimensions of 1 by t. Omega is having dimensions of 1 by t. Omega is 1 by LC. It means if I put here 1 by LC, this will become the dimensions of resistance divided by time. Okay, isn't it? This is my 1 by omega. 1 by omega is 1 by t. So it will become resistance divided by time. So first option we are getting. Yeah, first option we are getting. Good. Omega is 1 by root LC. Yes, very good. Okay, guys. Now let us see which other questions we have. So we have now questions on chemistry. So Gaura sir, please join. So it's over to you, Gaura sir.
Yes, guys. So, how was the paper, sir? Alpha paper is, I mean, very predictable. That is what I always used to say. Keep reading these questions, attempting these questions, because they will be making your confidence also correct. They will also be helping you to actually know. सर केमिकल बॉन्डिंग का क्वेश्चन में मुझे याद है. हाँ बेटा, टेल मी, बिकॉज दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव गॉट. रादर मेनी नंबर ऑफ कंपाउंड्स वर गिवन एंड यू वर सपोज टू टेल दैट हाउ मेनी ऑफ देम हैज हाइब्रिडाइजेशन sp3d. Adit Shah, hello sir, big fan, thank you beta, but you have to perform to your awesome level, so that even we will enjoy that we have been able to help you people. So thank you very much. Okay, so we are getting answer also. Shreya is saying 4, so let us decode. Sir, for hybridization sp3d, I need one s suborbital 3p and 1d. That means steric number, which is summation of bond pair plus lone pair, should be strictly 5. So I mean, just steric number calculation we have to do. Bond pair is 5 because 5 fluorine are attached. Bromine has 7 electrons in its valence shell, so lone pair will be 1. So I'm writing bond pair plus lone pair. So this is definitely 6, and because it is 6, so it will not have sp3d, it will rather be sp3d2 hybridized. Talking about XeF5 minus, so because 5 atoms are attached, so bond pair is definitely 5. Now xenon has 8 electrons, so after those 3 electrons there is one minus also, so 4 electrons will give it 2 lone pairs. So steric number will be 7, therefore not an answer, because I need 5 steric number. I hope it is very clear to everybody. Bond pair is 2, iodine has 7 electrons, so chlorine will require 2, so remaining 5 electrons, but there is a negative charge, so 5 plus 1 is 6, that means 3 lone pairs. So yes, this is steric number 5, so 1 is our answer, this one. Sir, 4 bond pair, because 4 chlorine will form, will bond 1 electron, so in iodine 3 will be remaining. There is a minus, so 4 electron, that means 2 lone pair, so steric number 6, so again not an answer. Bond pair 4, lone pair 1, steric number 5, so SF4 is definitely sp3d2. This is bond pair 4, lone pair 0, so steric number 4, so not an answer. Bond pair 3, lone pair 2, steric number 5, so definitely an answer. Bond pair 2, xenon has 8 electrons, fluorine will require only 1 electron, so 6 remaining, so 3 lone pairs, so steric number again 5, so yes, an answer. Bond pair 4, lone pair, electrons left 4, so lone pair 2, so steric number 6. So this is just a traditional practice you have to do, and many students were saying also answer is definitely 4 of them are sp3d. See, wide gaming perfect. Fee of dropper batch, please reply. Fee of dropper batch, beta, it is the PWJ English channel is full. The cover page is showing you that the 4,200, the fees has been reduced like anything. So the only reason, the only initiative is to serve more and more students. So obviously, I mean, divide by 12, so it is not even cost of a pizza. So join those Prayas, Laksh, Arjuna JEE English batches, where we'll be meeting regularly and will be helping for each and every student to whatever maximum capabilities we have. Sir, when is the faculty reveal of Arjuna JEE? Beta, soon after. What is important? Your result. So that everything is secondary. So once we are done with your live discussions, after that definitely we'll be having that faculty reveal. Acha sir, chalo. Moving to the next question. Again, a traditional question from Ameen's. Sir, this is foul smelling, badboo. This is foul smelling isocyanide. And this isocyanide is created by 1 degree amine carbyl amine test. Don't even have to move your pen. Chloroform in presence of base, yes, mechanism is required, but for advance here, Mains is just asking who will produce isocyanide. 1 degree amines. Don't even have to move your pen. Yes, you just have to click the answer. So I guess this is it from my side. Deepen sir is ready. So Deepen sir, over to you.
All right, students. So here we are. Let's get let's get started with this discussion. I hope I'm clearly audible and visible to all the participants. Here we are. Simple question. We have discussed this formula a lot many times. Whenever you're given Sn as this form, this always forms an EP. Even if you are not given that this is an EP, and if you are told that Sn represents 3n square plus 5n, then also you should get this idea that this will be forming an AP. I hope it is properly working now. Just refresh it. It will be working properly now. From this, the sum of the squares of first terms first n terms of this given AP. So first of all, if n terms are given by 3n square plus 5n, I hope you remember Tn will be given by Sn minus 1. Sum of n terms minus sum of n minus 1 terms will give me the nth term. Sum of n terms are given by 3n square plus 5n. Sum of n minus 1 terms will be given by, you should simply replace this n by n minus 1. So here it will be 3 times n minus 1 whole square plus 5 times n minus 1. So Sn minus 1 will be your Tnth term. I hope you're getting it. So Tn we receive as 3n square plus 5n minus 3 times n minus 1 whole square. When expanded, it gives you 3n square minus 3 plus 6n minus 5n plus 5. So when you cancel these terms, which term students, from here, you can clearly see that here you can cancel this 3n square by 3n square, 5n by this 5n. So left with 6n minus plus 2. I hope you're getting it. That's your nth term. Everybody got this? Everybody? Now from here, if we have the nth term, what are we asked? Sum of squares of first 10 terms of this AP. So please understand, nth term is given by 6n plus 2. When I take 2 common, it will be 3n plus 1. So 2 times 3n plus 1's square sum from where n is from 1 to 10 is needed to be done. So I hope you can understand 2 square is 4, 4 is taken out. 3n plus 1 and squared gives you 9n square plus 6n plus 1. Everybody getting that? So with that, again, summation 9 comes out. This 4 is already out. Sum of first 10 natural numbers square is given by n plus 1, 2n plus 1 by 6. Sum of first n natural numbers n plus 1 by 2, 6 is already there. And this one, when added 10 times, gives you plus 10. Yes, absolutely easy, Advaita. Good, great. So with that, you finally get the answer. Option B will be answer. You do the calculation. I'm skipping that part. Everybody with me on this. There was another question, again an interesting one, and we are facing this category of questions. There was variance in question of stats. Yes, definitely, Krishna. In every shift, they are asking you questions from variance and statistics. In last shift also, they did ask. We did a question from there. Now from here, again an easy question. You just got to create the cases. So from functions, when they ask you 1, 1, many 1, on 2, into, formulae don't work majorly. The concepts of PNC work. Why? Because they append some cases. They create some scenarios. And with those scenarios, you can't have those the standard formulae. That's why I'll always suggest that you should be really good with PNC. So here, if I begin with that, what am I told? The conditions are pretty simple. First of all, the first condition is f of 2 plus f of 3 should be 5. The next condition is that elements are 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're mapping it from A to A. So from A to A, the mapping is being done. Now from here, what am I told? Such that f1 is greater than equal to 3, f3 is less than equal to 4. Okay, we'll talk about that later. But if I put my focus here on this thing, what am I telling you here is that f2 plus f of 3 should be 5. Where f of 3 is always less than equal to 4. So let's say f of 3 is 4, 3, 2, 1. This sum should be 5. So 4 plus 1 will be 5, 3 plus 2 will be 5, 2 plus 3 will be 5, and 1 plus 4 will be 5. These are the 4 cases. Depending on the values of f of 3, f of 2 will decide, because f of 2 plus f of 3 should be 5. So f of 3 should always be less than equal to 4. So 4, 3, 2, 1. These are going to be the respective values of f of 3. Accordingly, f of 2 will get decided. So 4 plus 1, 5, 3 plus 2, 5, 2 plus 3, 5, 1 plus 4, 5. So f of 2 depends totally on f of 3. Everybody got this? Now with this, I am told one more thing, that f of 1 is greater than equal to 3. F of 1 is greater than equal to 3. So if since it is a 1, 1 function, so 1, 1 mapping will be there. So 1 and 4 are occupied. So now I got to take a value which is greater than 3. A value which is greater than 3 means what? 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, but 4 is already occupied. So I'll have 3, 5, 6. Getting it, everyone? Now from here, f of 1 is greater than 3. 3 is already occupied in this case. So f of 1 will be 4, 5, 6. Now in this case, when I talk about f of 1, pay attention, 2 is occupied and 3 is also occupied. So again, how many values I'll have? Again, the same values, 4, 5, 6. And here again, I hope you are paying attention, 4 is occupied. F of 1 should be greater than 3 or equal to 3, which means 3, 5, 6. These are the 3 values. So correspondingly, in every case, I'll get 3 values. So I hope you're understanding. There are total 4 cases. And for each of these cases, there are 3 cases. So 4 into 3, there are total 12 cases. But pay attention to this part. What I have decided so far is, we have decided f of 1, we have decided f of 2, we have decided f of 3. Still, we are yet to decide which 3 values. We are still yet to decide f of 4, f of 5, and f of 6. Since it is a 1, 1 function, 1, 1 mapping will be done for this f of 1, f of 2, and f of 3. But I'm still yet to done the mapping for f of 4, f of 5, and f of 6. So for these 3 values from the domain set will be left. So these 3 values from the domain set with these 3 values in the codomain set, in 1-1 fashion, in 1-1 manner, can be mapped in 3 factorial ways. So with each of these 12 sets, there are 3 factorial more ways. I hope you're getting it. So 12 into 3 factorial, 12 into 6, your answer will be 72. Everybody understood this, all the participants. I am handing it over to Sumit sir now. Let's see he is ready or not. So great. I am ending now. He is joining very soon.
Yeah. Hello students. So another set of questions on physics. This is one question on how G varies as the distance from the surface is varying. Okay. So variation of G with height or with depth. This question was also previously asked in yesterday's, I think, second shift. The distance was increased to 3r and their G was G by 9. Now another similar type of this question is there. So 16 kilometer above the surface, 16 kilometer below the surface, the values of G are given as GA and GB. We need to find the ratio of GA and GB. Now one thing is there, the 16 kilometer is very less as compared to the radius of the earth, which is 6400 kilometer. So when I say GA at a height h, that will be G into 1 minus 2h by r. You remember this? This assumption can only be made when this h is very small, okay, as h is very small as compared to r. I can make this. Now GB, this is at a depth, so that is G into 1 minus d by r. This is general, this is applicable. Even if d is not less than r, still this will be applicable. Okay, now take the ratio. So GA by GB is equal to 1 minus, what is 2 into, this is 32, it will become 32 divided by radius we will take as 6400, 6400 divided by 1 minus, this is 16 divided by 6400. Is this okay? Okay. Now what it will become? 6400 minus 32, this will become 6368, yeah, divided by 6400 minus 16, this is 6384. Now how can I write it? The ratios of these two, let us cancel them with, I think 4, it will get cancelled or like that, I don't know. Let us check. Let us take help of calculator. I can take, you cannot take in the exam. Okay, this is 6368 divided by 4, it is 1592, and if I do this 6384 divided by 4, we are getting 1596. Okay, again let us do divided by 4, if we do, this is 399, and the above one, this is 1592 divided by 4, if I do, this is 398. Yeah, this comes out to be 398 divided by 399, which is option 3. Okay, beta, we cannot predict like this, but we can say that these things are asked and these are having very high probability that they will be asked again. Okay, we have done the memory based discussion, so go and download those PDFs and prepare those topics. Again they will be asked, we have seen. Okay. Hi sir, I just came from the center of paper physics, was very easy. Thank you so much for your constant support. Okay, all the best beta, all the best. I hope you will get a very good score in physics and overall also. So let us see. Sir, where I can send you questions? I have 3 questions of 2 current and capacitor. Where can I send you question? You can send question in the comments if you can type the questions, or where is the possibility? I have my Instagram ID, you can send there, that is iitj.sumit, so you can send there if it is possible for you. Take screenshot and you can send. Next is Young's modulus of wire is Y, keeping material same if radius of wire is doubled. Okay, while length is halved, the new value of Young's modulus is. So here you have to understand that Young's modulus is a property of material. Okay, it is independent of the shape and size of the material. So doesn't matter how you change the length, how you change the radius, the Young's modulus will remain the same. It is property of the material. So Young's modulus will remain the same. And this option is C. Yeah, Dubeji is saying yes. And this diagram is there. Yeah, you can take screenshot and you can send me on Instagram, itj.smith. So this similar question was actually asked by NTA previously also. So if you have done PYQ, this is a straightforward question for you. You got a free question. Okay, now let us see. I think Gaurav sir is there with us. Let us see who is there now with more questions. Yeah, question is direct. Questions are direct. In physics we have seen, and already I got a feedback from the student Keshav that he Keshav, what is that? Keshav, yeah. Keshav was saying that the questions were very easy in physics. Okay. So Gaurav,
I hope I'm audible because I can't see me. I mean, chalo. So let me see if Namaste, sir. The same question in PYQ. Seems like paper is doable and kitna easy hai. Yes, beta. Hey, Alpha. Okay, the people are talking among themselves. Sir, what do you what to revise for tomorrow, beta? These questions, whatever topic you're not comfortable with. Let's go. Okay, Alpha. Okay, then again people are talking among themselves. So moving to the next question, guys. I have got few questions again. Yeah. So the first question is now a statement based question. Statement based questions. The first statement is K2Cr27, the classic potassium dichromate in D block. They love potassium dichromate, KMnO4. केमिस्ट्री में लास्ट रिविजन के लिए क्या करूं सर? बेटा रिवाइज, attempt these questions, and wherever you feel कि मेरे को भूल रहा है, I mean, that is obviously individualistic. That's why there is no generalized dawai, there is no generalized medicine. You have to be really very specific because time is very limited. Be specific where you are not comfortable, and if at all you are not comfortable anywhere, then attempt questions. Attempt questions and learn the questions not by learning the answer, but learn the question by learning the concepts. Maybe if there is a formula, then learn those formula and completely why you are using that formula and what is its actual application. Sir, my health is not good, beta. I'm very sorry for that. My health is not good, beta. I'm very, very sorry for that. But you really have to take care of yourself, beta. I understand that. All the best to you too, bro. Okay, chalo. So I'm very sorry, beta, but you really have to take care of yourself also. If you have a good health, then only you are going to have a decent and a proper life. If at all you're falling back on health issues, try to first take care of yourself and then obviously move out to the nature for the fight, because first priority is your better health. So I mean, you just have to focus over there, beta. Chalo. Can you predict tomorrow, beta? These questions are coming all the time, so this is the prediction, as in observed. I'm very much sure that question will be having some different language, but the reason we are coming as soon as possible for this discussion is because at least the areas from which the question are landing, we are able to at least explore those areas. So that is only important, because once you feel K2CR27, we will have a gut कि नहीं नहीं चलो NCERT में चलते हैं. So let us go back to our notes and at least browse through those notes. So that is what I'm telling you, है ना? चलो, moving to the question which says K2CR27 can be used as a primary standard. Yes, because it is industrially when it is obtained, it is highly pure when it is formed. It does not even absorb moisture, so the concentration also doesn't change, and definitely it is a strong oxidizing agent, but only happening in reacting in acidic medium. So definitely this is a correct statement that K2CR27 is used as a primary standard. Now phenolphthalein, yesterday we had a question on phenolphthalein. Now phenolphthalein is a weak acid, so I hope everybody remember the phthalic anhydride picture from tomorrow, because I guess it was on 2nd of April. The carbonyl group reacts and post its reaction with two moles of phenol. And why phenol attack this carbonyl carbon? Because phenol is ortho and para directing, and this OH will create electron density at para position. So two phenol gets substituted. So this is your classic phenol, and by seeing it, sir, this is alcohol. Alcohol, although it are weak acids, but this definitely act as a weak acid. What is its pH range, beta? Its pH range is 8 to 10. If the pH scale is less than 8, then the solution do not have any color, and rather when it acquires a basic medium, the color of this indicator turns pink. So this is every detail about phenolphthalein which you should know as a mains student. So this is not a weak base, therefore this is incorrect. So statement 1 is correct and 2 is incorrect, beautifully giving us the answer. Moving to the next question. हाँ ओके सर सेकेंड शिफ्ट में आया था सर. हाँ बेटा, हाँ 2nd April. So we have discussed the same question. Yes Vishal, perfect. That means you have been vigilant. See, occurrence of NTA knocks the door and tell that I want you to study this, study that. So at least that's why this discussion is really very important. Perfect. Option B, perfect. Dubey. अरे Dubey is answering today. क्या बात है? Santosh, 2 perfect. Now moving to the next question, beta. Sir, I am devastated. Beta, don't be. You have to take care of yourself. Mr. Bagachi, sir, I will give JEE in 2027. How can I prepare, sir? Join us. Join us. Moving to the next question. Now, phenol reacting with nitric acid, sir, we know phenol is a highly powerful activating group. So because nothing is mentioned, so I'll not consider it to be a concentrated one, and rather I have to consider it a dilute HNO3. No H2SO4 is required because electrophile will be self created, because phenol is a powerful activating group. And what products you get mixture of ortho and para isomer. But you can say, sir, but why ortho para should be the major product? No, both mixture is produced because of intramolecular hydrogen bonding in this ortho isomer. Everybody remember, ortho and para are the two mixture of products which is formed almost comparably. Now this is not further not HNO3. Now on further distillation, sir, distillation as in, sir, they are steam volatile. So on steam distillation, because ortho is involved in intramolecular hydrogen bonding, so these molecules will attract each other and not the other molecules of their kind. So it will have a very very less boiling point, and the boiling point is so less that even steam takes it away. So this is removed, and para, because of intermolecular hydrogen bonding, its boiling point is more and it is less volatile. So because it is less volatile and ortho isomer is more volatile, so this ortho isomer will be the filtrate. Now what we have to do? Now we have to do mathematification. How? Change in percentage of oxygen from phenol. So first we have to calculate percentage of oxygen in phenol, because then we have to do the change. So mathematification is done. So this is phenol, and what is percentage of oxygen in phenol? Sir, oxygen is 1, so 16 upon molecular mass is C6H6 is 78, 78 plus 16. So 78, 88, 98, 78, 88, 98, 98 minus 4. So 94 into 100. I just do the percentage. Can anybody help me with the into divide, beta? So I guess this will be somewhere around 17 point something. So this will be 17 point something percent. Now what again you have to do? Product in the filtrate. Now this, which is ortho isomer, so the ortho isomer is having X percent, so we have to calculate this X. Change in percentage of oxygen from phenol and product. Okay, the change is X, beta. This is change. So first we have to calculate for ortho isomer. So let's say the ortho isomer is having C6H4 because of the ring, then I have a NO2 group, and then I have this OH group. So percentage of oxygen. Now this is a mathematification, beta, that you have to do. So let me see. I guess I have done this into divide. So this is 48 upon 139. This is 48 upon 139. Now beta, this much calculation, this much into divide you have to do in the question, and that's why I'll not say this question was easy, because this is rather time consuming. And the percentage that you will be getting it somewhere around 34%. Now in the question you were asked to actually take the difference. So difference, which is X percent, is actually 34 minus 17. So this is 34, 24, 14, 14 plus 3 is 17. So if 17 is the value of X, then you have to report value of 2X. So 17 into 2, that means 34. Approximately 34 will be your answer, beta. I guess this is 30. Okay, acha, this is nahi beta. Calculation has to be done precisely. This will be coming out 17.02 and this will be coming out 34.53. So if you take the difference will be somewhere around 17.51. And therefore, if you are doubling it, so your integer type answer will be 35. So this is a time consuming question because you have to be precise with the calculation also. And for this question, I will rather say you can say it was between moderate and difficult, because yes, it is time consuming, and with chemistry you are supposed to invest that time in maths. But yes, if you feel that there you are not following, but in the first attempt you should not attempt such questions. But yes, in the later stage, after attempting easy question of physics, chemistry, maths, you can obviously come back to such questions. Sir, organic seems very basic in the exam. Can you suggest some content of yours which covers all? Beta, all the live, in the live section of PWJ English channel, do the all important questions, complete chemistry revision, IOC, PC, the top 40 question, top 50 questions, because over there I have discussed the relevant questions through, I mean, whatever probable concept NT ask, and I discuss regarding the theory, relevant theory also applying to that particular question. So it will help you to revise theory also and do the questions also. So go to the live section beta and do all those live sessions, है ना? Sir, tomorrow I have, so this is photocopy, I mean copy paste for everybody beta. Whoever is feeling sir kuch revision chahiye, so go to the live section and it will be helping you, है ना? Chalo. Moving to the next question now. For this question also, I feel there was some error, but because students have communicated this to us, so rather discussion will at least help us to know the concept around it. So question is saying that P on reductive ozonolysis. What is reductive ozonolysis? Sir, you use ozone and you break the double bond after that, because we use zinc and water. So what do you do in reductive ozonolysis? Sir, we just have to see the alkene, we break this double bond and add double bonded O both the sides. I hope everybody remember this. Please do remember this. If it is a strong oxidizing agent, then after that every H which the carbonyl carbon is having on each part, on either part, that H is replaced by OH. That is oxidative ozonolysis also, and that is action of strong oxidizing agent also. Now on reductive ozonolysis, you are getting Q, that must be a carbonyl compound. Q reacting with alkali. Alkali with an carbonyl compound is your basic aldol or Clemmensen condensation, depending whether you have acidic alpha hydrogen or not. Now this R, which definitely will be an acid also and alcohol also, because Q on action with alkali forms, if it is Kenny's arrow, it will be acid and alcohol. If it is aldol condensation, this R will be unsaturated carbonyl compound. That unsaturated carbonyl compound is reacting with haloform NaOI, and after that you are getting S. Sir, haloform reaction only oxidizes methyl ketones and those corresponding alcohols. That means that unsaturated carbonyl compound definitely must be having a methylic group. So it will be a methyl carbonyl compounds. That's why it is giving us S. And structure of S is given. That means this is the oxidized product. So this oxidized product, let us focus on this directly and let us revert back. So let's say this is my oxidized product. Now this oxidized product must be a methyl containing group. So this can be this, because this is also alpha beta. This is my carbonyl compound, and this is alpha carbon, beta carbon. So with aldol condensation, we get alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. So that means this is also satisfying that this will be your R, because this is now having a methyl group which will be gone once you treat with haloform reagent. So ultimately we are there where we must have arrived after reaction with alkali. So this guy must have been formed after alkali. So rather, who reacts and form this, that means that cyclization must have taken place. So what carbonyl compound you will use which will give you this alpha beta unsaturated compound? Sir, that means maybe this carbon has attacked, okay, not that carbon, this carbon must have attacked this carbonyl group, or because you form alpha beta, and after that alpha beta you have a carbonyl group, and the CH2 minus attack this, and wherever this attacks, this becomes an alcohol, and this CH2 minus is next to a carbonyl group. That means you open the ring. Sir, that means if you have opened the ring, it has to be a bigger structure containing how many number of carbon? Let us calculate the number of carbons over here. So this is carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Ultimately, you should have those 7 carbons. Let us check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It may be the case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay. This is having more carbon. Sir, so ultimately this CH3 has to be removed. Then only we arrive in this many number of carbons. That means I need more number of carbons. So where I'm having more number of carbon, this is having 1, 5, 6 and 7. This is having 6, 7 and 8. It can be a case. This is having 6, 7 and 8. So this can also be a case, and this can also be a case. But I'm just starting with a symmetrical structure. So let us start with this symmetrical structure. Why? Because you have to explore the options beta. Now, what I have to personally do it with this, sir, reductive ozonolysis. So reductive ozonolysis will break the double bonded carbon and introduce a double bonded oxygen here also, a double bonded oxygen here also. After that, this Q will now undergo aldol condensation. And what aldol? Definitely self intramolecular aldol. Intramolecular aldol. Now, once this undergoes this intramolecular aldol, now you can clearly see, sir, if this carbon will attack, it will form a more structured ring. Rather, if this carbon loses hydrogen, forms a minus, and if that minus attacks this carbon, you can form a 5-membered ring, because question is telling you it should be a 5-membered ring. So ultimately 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will be a 5th member. So this is a 5-membered ring. Let's say this carbon is this CH. This carbon is the double bonded O, which is further having a, okay, this will become single bonded O, because after the attack, carbonyl group will convert into an OH. And this is having a methyl branch. And this carbon is having this C double bond O. This carbon is having this C double bond O with CH3. Now, this was the step that is making this question a bit time consuming beta. So after this, once you heat, so this is carbonyl group, so this is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon, which I was talking of. So this dehydration will bring you to form a alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound, as in this is C double bond O, this is CH3, and here you will get a double bonded carbon. So this structure, I guess, was here. This structure, I guess, was here. I have not mentioned this methyl branch, so there will be a methyl branch as well. So there will be a methyl branch as well. So ultimately, for attempting this question, you have to explore the options beta. Without exploring options, yes, I have explored third option. You may have got to a point that you first have attempted first option, then second, and then the third option. So definitely the third option, coming to the third option, will be consuming much more time, because going back in such type of questions, because after intramolecular aldol condensation, alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound you can only clearly see once you attempt it forward ways. Going back ways sometimes becomes very difficult for students. So this is it, I guess, and I think who is ready? Okay, so Deepen sir is ready. So over to Deepen sir.
And so we are back with another discussion of mathematics question. We have received few questions. Let's begin with this first question. It says 10 and 10b are the roots of this equation. We have done such questions a lot many times, right? So of course, I can find 10a plus 10b, I can find 10a 10b, and with that I'll do a lot of things, and I may reach to this by using some identities. Now, how do I begin with this? I hope you are paying attention to this. Here, this is the quadratic. 10a and 10b are the roots. So I hope you do remember some of the roots. 10a plus 10b will be minus b upon a. Product of the roots 10a into 10b will be c upon a, that is minus 5. Everybody getting that? Everybody with me on this, all the participants. Now with that, I hope you remember this again is going to be 10a plus b. 10a plus b is going to be what? 10a plus 10b upon 1 minus 10 and 10b. So 10a plus 10b is 2 upon 1 minus 10 and 10b, that is minus 5. So 1 minus minus 5 is 6. So 2 by 6 is 1 by 3. So we have 10a plus b, which is 1 by 3. Can you help me with cos a plus b? Yes, we all know. Sir, 10 is perpendicular upon base. Cos is base upon hypotenuse. So base is 3. Hypotenuse will be 1 square plus 3 square. That is 10 under root 10. Everybody got this? So cos a plus b will be 1 by root 10. For a while, let's treat this a plus b as 2 theta. So I hope you do remember the identity that cos 2 theta can be written as 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Do you remember that? So cos of alpha plus beta, cos of alpha plus beta will be 1 minus 2 sine square, cos of a plus b, cos of a plus b will be 1 minus 2 sine square a plus b by 2. So with that, I hope you are clearly getting it. Cos of a plus b is 3 by root 10. 1 minus 2 sine square a plus b by 2. Now, I hope you are understanding that from here, it's simply a matter of calculation by which you will finally get the final answer. So what I'll do is, I'll take this on the left hand side, I'll bring it on the right hand side. So from here, we get 2 sine square a plus b by 2. Can I write that as theta ultimately? I hope you're understanding what I'm suggesting or doing here. With that, what I get here is this I've shifted here. So 3 minus 1 minus, this is 1 minus 3 by root 10. Everyone comfortable with that? So I hope one thing we are clear with. I think what are we asked? We are asked 20 sine square a plus b by 2. So this is 2. So if I multiply both these sides by 10, I think I'll have my answer. So if I'm multiplying both these sides by 10, it will be 20 sine square theta. Theta is what? A plus b by 2. So it is a plus b by 2. And if I'm multiplying this side by 10, it will be 10 minus 3 root 10, which should be given in one of the options. Option D will be your final answer. Everybody got this? That's brilliant. From here, another question. Again, a simple question. We have done this category of questions even in January attempt as well. I hope you remember the best thing here is that R cross A plus B cross A is given 0. So from there, I'll rearrange it. What do I mean by rearranging it? First of all, if I take this cross A, post multiplication is being done. So that can be taken common. So it will be R plus B cross A. So if cross is 0, which means they are parallel, which means R plus B can be written as lambda A, because they are parallel. I hope you're understanding it. Linear combination. So R vector will be lambda A minus B. Everybody got this? Now what are we given? We are told R dot A is 0. So if R dot A is 0, if I take dot product here, so R dot A is 0. Lambda A dot A, which is lambda mod A square, minus A dot B or B dot A, whatever it is. So with that, that's brilliant. A lot of students are responding. That's brilliant, students. So lambda is lambda, which I'm trying to figure out. Mod A square will be what? 7 plus 1 plus 1. I hope you're understanding it. So that is 9. And this is mod A square. So this will be 9 only. So this is 9 lambda minus A dot B. So if I wish to find A dot B, this will be root 7. This will be root 7. Then this will be, sorry. I'm really sorry. There is no I cap. So 0. Then J cap is 1, 1. So it is 1. And for K cap, it is 2 and minus 1. That is minus 2. And this we are given as 0. Correct me if I'm wrong. So with this, what does it become? It becomes, sir, minus 1. But this is plus 1. So lambda we receive as minus 1 by 9. Everybody got this? Now, if I have received lambda, I think the job is done. Why? Because if we have lambda, we have R. Because R is what? Sir, R is lambda A minus B. So that's a little calculative that you can do. Of course, R is going to be lambda A. What is lambda? Minus 1 by 9. So minus 1 by 9 of this. So this is root 7 I cap plus j cap minus k cap. This should be multiplied by minus 1 by 9. So negative of whole of this, divided by 9, that is lambda a minus b. Minus b will be minus of j cap minus 2k cap. Now there is a little bit of calculation. There is a good calculation here. I hope you will simplify this vector. You will get vector r, and there you know how to find the magnitude of r, because you are asked 3 times r magnitude square. I hope you got this. So from here you have gotten the vector r, its magnitude you know how to find, and then you can find the final answer. Everybody got this? Let's move ahead from here. Let's solve one more question. Again, a simple question. Some of you may think that, sir, here kings should be used, pi by 6, pi by 3, pi by 2 can come into picture. Definitely, but I will say yes, it was easy, but lengthy in terms of calculation ultimately in the end. And you cannot skip this because you have reached to the final step. So there, few more steps you are going to do and get the answer. That's good, students. From here, I'll say that if I rearrange this, I may get the answer. So what I'm saying is that two identities I'll be using. Cos x square theta, we all know is 1 plus cot square theta. And this cos x to the power 4, I'll take in the numerator, I'll write it as sec x to the power 4. Yes, there will be questions from differential equation, Manish. As soon as we receive them, I'll definitely show those to you. Now here, this cos x to the power 4, when taken into the numerator, it will be sec x to the power 4, which means sec square x into sec square x. And 1 sec square x, I'll write as 1 plus 10 square x. Did you get that substitution? What do I mean by that? Here. This 4 remains as it is. I am not playing much with this 4. So this 4 remains as 4. But this cos x squared theta, I am writing as 1 plus cot square theta. Everybody getting this? Simply for chemistry 30 to 40 minutes, for physics 50 to 60 minutes, and the rest of the times should be devoted to maths. I hope you're getting it. So with that, I hope you are going with this cos x to the power 4. I am taking this in the numerator, that is sec x to the power 4. So 1 sec square x I keep here, and other sec square x I write as 1 plus 10 square x. Everybody got this? With that, the substitution now I'm suggesting you to do is 10x if I take as t. We know sec square x dx will be dt. So here 4 minus 1, that's 3. This is cot square x, which is 1 upon 10 square x. So that will be 1 by t square, because 10x is t. And there it is 1 plus t square. Now it's simply a matter of integrating this. Of course, limits will also be updated. At 30 degree, it is 1 by root 3, and at 60 degree, it is root 3. I hope no confusion on that. Now when I multiply this inside, so 3 with this with this, of course, then this with this and this with this. Finally, when I do that product, meanwhile, when Gaurav sir and Sumit sir were taking it, I had done it. So here, when you do this final product, this is how it looks like. And 3 minus 1 gives you 2. So this is 3t square minus 1 by t square plus 2. When you integrate it, 3t cube by 3, that's t cube. Then it is minus of minus 1 by t, that is plus 1 by t, and this is 2t. Now, can you finally put the limits and get the final answer? Will you do that by yourself? All you need to do is put root 3 first and then minus 1 by root 3, and then you finally get the answer. I hope you'll do it from here. Can I skip that calculation part? The final last step I'm skipping, believing that you all are good at that. Now let me see whether we have received few more questions or not. Yes, we do have received few more questions. So let me quickly copy these questions so that we can discuss these questions as well. Right. So let me bring few more questions here, which we have received here. This and this and this, and let me see whether do we have any more. So let me solve these many questions. First of all, let me just download this file. So once it gets downloaded, we will be importing it on our note application, and afterwards we'll be discussing those questions as well. So let's solve few more questions. I hope you all are there paying attention to this. Now here, when you look at this question, exactly this question, not much variation with the data we have done in the January shift as well. And when we made you go through those marathon sessions, there we have revised this category of questions a lot many times. What are we given? The area enclosed between the region given by xy less than equal to 27, a rectangular hyperbola, y greater than 1, a straight line parallel to the x-axis, and y less than x square, standard parabola. So if I plot or draw these curves, I hope you remember, this is going to be the parabola, the standard parabola. Y is equals to x square. I hope no confusion on that. This is going to be the y-axis. Of course, this is going to be the x-axis. I hope there is no confusion on that. And if I talk about the rectangular hyperbola, I hope you do know that here rectangular hyperbola, one will be here, the other branch will be here, but this doesn't matter, because if I now talk about the y is equals to 1 part. So y is equals to 1. First of all, can we find this point of intersection? Because this is what? xy is equals to 27. So let me try and find their point of intersection here. So when I try and find their point of intersection, what is it going to be? I hope you're there. So if I solve these two curves, xy is equals to 27 and y is equals to x square, what do I get? Y is equals to 27 by x I get from here. That value I substitute here. So 27 by x is equals to x square, which means x cube is 27. And I hope I need not tell you, x will be 3. I hope you're getting it. So when x is 3, I hope no confusion on that. Y will be 3 square, which is 9. So I hope you're getting 3, 9 will be the point of intersection. 3, 9 will be the point of intersection. So this point over here is in terms of x3, in terms of y is 9. So this point here is 9. So of course, y is equals to 1 will be below this. So if I talk about the third line, which is going to be this y is equals to 1, which definitely will pass through somewhere here. So let's say this line over here is y is equals to 1. Everybody getting this? So if area bounded by this region, so outer of this, below this rectangular hyperbola, because 0, 0 is less than 27, so below this rectangular hyperbola, and then of course out of this parabola, because 0, 0 is satisfying it, 0, 0 is indeed satisfying it, so it is on it. No, we want, let's say I check it for any point here, let's say 3, 0. So yes, 3, 0 is satisfying it because 9 is greater than 0, which means outer of this parabola, and third region above this line, because y is greater than 1. So I hope you're understanding the region which we are talking about is this one, this region. And exactly this question we have done previously as well. Great. That's brilliant, students. So with that, I hope now all I need is this point, possibly, and this point, and that will give me the final answer. So this point is intersection of y is 1 here. So x square will be 1. So x is plus minus 1. So x will be 1 here. So this will be 1 comma something. And y is 1 here. So when y is 1, x is 27 here. So here it will be 27 comma something. I'm not interested in that something. So upper curve upon lower curve. I hope you're getting it. So with that, if I now write the expression or the integral part, it will be integration from 1 to 3. From 1 to 3. Upper curve here is this parabola, which is x square, minus lower curve is, I hope you're getting, y is equal to 1. So this is upper curve minus lower curve plus dx plus, now integration from this point is 3, so 3 to 27. This is from 3 to 27, again upper curve minus lower curve. Now what is the upper curve? Upper curve is y is equals to 27 by x. So this curve over here is 27 by x minus lower curve, which is again 1 dx. I hope it is again a very simple question, an absolutely doable question. Have you not understood this part? Now from here, I hope you can know, you can clearly integrate it. Shall I do it? X square will be x cube by 3. This is x. This is 27 ln x. This is x. And with that, can you not put the limits and find the solution? I hope you are comfortable with that. Will you do that part by yourself? All the participants, give me a quick update on this. From here, when I move ahead, let's solve another question. This we have already done. Now moving ahead with this, let's solve this question here. Fx satisfy the relation f of x plus y by 3 is equals to f of x plus f of y by 3, and f dash 0 is 3. Then the minimum value of g of x, which is given by this. Okay, cool, great, perfect, brilliant. Sir, we can solve it by using h-axis. H-axis for any sequence. We have done a question on sequence and series. The first question was from sequence and series, standard basic telescoping sum based question. Now here when I solve this, there are two methods. One of them is if I simply take f dash x, but f dash x if I find by using the first principle method, or second method is if I take y, if I treat y as a constant for a while, and if I partially differentiate it with respect to x. Of course, when you differentiate it with respect to x partially, that means you're treating y as a constant. So with that also you may find f dash x. Let me do any of these methods. So I'll treat this second method. I hope that is also absolutely understandable. So with that, when I do so, I hope you all are there listening and understanding. So when I begin with this, partially differentiating this, both the sides with respect to x, treating y as constant, of course. So there, it will be f dash x plus y by 3. I hope there is no confusion on that. By chain rule, I need to differentiate x plus y by 3. So x plus y by 3. So 1 by 3 stays outside. 1 by 3 stays outside. And the derivative of x plus y. So x is x, y is constant. So the derivative of x plus y will be 1. I hope there is no confusion on that, and 1 by 3 stays outside. Here on the right hand side, of course, you have 1 by 3 staying outside. F of x will become f dash x But f of y will be constant because y is constant. So with that, it will be 0. Everybody getting this conclusion which we have received. So with that, what I get now is, pay attention to this part here, 1 by 3, 1 by 3 are cancelled. So f dash of x plus y by 3 I receive as f dash x. Everyone comfortable with this result? All the participants? Any confusion so far? Now what I do is, can I replace x by 0? Because when I replace x by 0, I think I'll get f dash 0. So that might help me a little. So when I replace x by 0, I will have f dash y by 3. So on the left hand side, it will be f dash y by 3. Everyone comfortable with this? And here it is f dash 0. F dash 0 is clearly 3. So f dash y by 3 I get as 3. I hope there is no confusion on that front. All the participants, give me a quick update on this. Now what I do is, I hope you are comfortable if I integrate it on both the sides. So if I, sir, can we solve it by using y-axis? Which part, students? Tushar, yes, definitely you can, if you are talking about the previous question. Now if I talk about this question, if I integrate it on both sides, I hope you are getting it. So f dash y by 3 is 3. I hope there is no confusion on that. So if I'm integrating it on both sides, I hope no confusion on that. But first of all, if you are getting confused, I'll replace this y by 3 by some other value. So let's say if I'm replacing this y by 3 by some other values, let's say t. So I hope you are comfortable here without any confusion that if y by 3 is treated as t, which means if needed, I should be substituting y by 3t. I hope you're okay with this part as well. Or even if I don't do this, that then also it is fine. But I hope there is no confusion on that. So here, if I integrate it directly without doing much here, let me integrate it with respect to y. Pay attention here. The variable is y here. So I'm integrating it with respect to y. So here f dash y by 3. So if integration is done, it will be of course y by 3. No confusion on that. Everybody with me on this? I am doing simple integration here. And here, with this part, I hope you are getting it. This will become 3y. This will become 3y. Any confusion on that? All the participants, everybody with me on this? I hope everybody understood that part. No confusion on that front. Am I making any mistake? No, I think so. With that, here, I think we are missing something. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Can somebody tell me which part am I missing? F dash y by 3 we have received by replacing x by 0. So this becomes f dash y by 3. This is f dash 0, which is 3. Now, yes, I will need the constant of integration. Yes, that will also be needing. Yes, we'll be needing that. So that I'll find by substituting x by 0. So let me put x and y both by 0 here. So if I do so, pay attention to this part. So if x and y both are replaced by 0, this will be f0. This will be f0. This will be again be f0 plus f0 by 3. I hope you're getting it. So it will be 2 times f0 by 3. I hope from here we can clearly see that f of 0 should be 0, otherwise it cannot be true. Yes, so with that I get this conclusion that f of 0 should be 0. All the participants getting it without any confusion or hesitation. Everybody with me on this? I hope there is no confusion on that. If you are getting confused with this part, let's say y by 3 I treat as t. Everybody comfortable with this? So with that, I hope there is no confusion on that. If I replace y by 3 by t here, I hope this is f dash y by 3. F dash y by 3. If I'm integrating it with respect to y. So if I am integrating it with respect to y, this is f dash y by 3 is equals to 3. So integrating it with respect to y on both the sides, this is how it looks like. Everybody with me on this? So when I simplify this, f dash y by 3, of course it will be f of y by 3. But since y is divided by 3, I got to divide this whole expression by 1 by 3. I hope you remember that. That means a 3 should be appended here. I hope there is no confusion on that. Yes, put y is equals to 3x in that. Yes, that will also be a good thing to do. I think that will also be a good thing to do. And with that, I think I'll get something decent out of it. Let me do this part. I think that is also fine. That is exactly taking us towards that. And that's exactly what I was thinking, that which value will help us. And I think y is equal to 3x will be a better option. Thank you so much, Jimmy, there. So I think that will also be a better option here. That can also be done. So now, let me do this part now. So 3f of y by 3 is equals to 3y plus c, the constant of integration. Everybody with me on this? Now here, what I do next is, if I replace x by 0, but here we don't have x, we have y actually, right? So the problem is this y, because this is also f of y. So let me do that part. That's where we are getting stuck. So this substitution I'm making, first of all, what did they receive? Let me do this one more time and then we'll be done. Here, what I'm doing is, this is the expression we have gotten. Okay, so this is what we have received. Just let me redo this part. F dash y by 3 we have received as 3, right? This was the conclusion. So if I replace y by 3x, I hope we can do that. So if I replace y by 3x, what happens here is this becomes f dash 3x by x, that is f dash x, which we receive as 3. I think now we'll not get confused between x and y. I hope you're getting it. So now if I integrate it on both sides, I hope you're understanding. This when integrated gives you f of x. This when integrated gives you 3x plus c. Everybody with me on this? Now, we know f of 0 is 0. Great. Thank you so much for that suggestion. So with that, I think the job is done. Absolutely done. Because x0, f0. So I hope you got that. 0, 0. So c is also going to be 0. So if we have received c as 0, we have gotten f of x as 3x. We have gotten f of x as 3x. Now, what do we need? What do we need? We are given g of x. Everybody with me on this? I'm really sorry. F dash x will be 3, so this will be 3x plus c. Yes, so fx will be 3x. With that, this is 3 plus e to the power x fx. Correct me if I'm wrong. I hope we are not making any mistake here. I hope we are not making any mistake here, but this 3 will be y by x. 3 will be y by x. Why am I not paying attention to this part? If this 3 is y by x, which means this 3 should be replaced by f of x by x. So there will be a slight change in this question. Now I'm going to integrate it. All right. So when I now integrate it, this will be f dash x dx, and this will be f of x by x dx. Right. So when f dash x is integrated, it gives you f of x. Then again we are getting stuck here. Let me do it again. One more time we'll do it, but let me do this question. Then we'll come back to that question. Skip that question for a while. There may be some data inconsistency there. The square of the distance of this point from this line. I think this is the easiest question you do here. This I treat as lambda. So any point parametrically can be taken there. So parametrically, if I take any point there, x will be given as 2 lambda plus 2, y will be taken as 3 lambda plus 5, and z will be taken as 4 lambda plus 2, right? This is going to be x, y, and z. Now, if I take square of the distance of this point from this line, square of the distance. Now, again, there is a problem. I think there is something wrong with the data. Square. So I think this is perpendicular distance. I hope you're getting it. Perpendicular. If nothing is mentioned, then of course I'll be taking the perpendicular distance, right? So here, if I have taken a point, let's say this is a point P, which is the feet here. So this is the coordinate of that point P. This is the coordinate of that point P. And here, I hope you could have used the distance formula as well, but I think rather than remembering that distance formula, this is even better. Can you help me with the direction ratio of, let's say, okay, so this I am taking as Q because they have taken this as P. So this is PQ. Can you help me with the direction ratios of PQ? So here, you'll be saying the direction ratios of PQ, which are going to be what? 5 minus 2 lambda plus 2, or rather 2 lambda plus 2 minus 5. So that will be 2 lambda, 2 minus 5, that is minus 3. Then 3 lambda plus 5 minus 6. So that will be 3 lambda minus 1. And 4 lambda plus 2 minus 7. That will be 4 lambda minus 5. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you have any inputs regarding the previous question, do tell me. Manish is saying, sir, f of y by 3 as 3y. Okay, put y is equals to 3x in that. Okay, we'll do that later. But I hope you have gotten the direction ratios of PQ. Now we have the direction ratios of this line, which are 2, 3, and 4. So we know if they are perpendicular, that means their dot product a1 a2 b1 b2 c1 c2 will be 0. Now with that, I think we have gotten lambda. Somebody is saying lambda is 1. Let's cross check it quickly. So 2 into this, which is 4 lambda minus 6, plus 3 into this, which is 9 lambda minus 3, plus 4 into this, which is 16 lambda minus, I think 20 should be 0. With that, what do I get? 16 plus 4, that is 20, plus 9, 29. And this is also 29. So 29 lambda is 29. From there, we receive lambda as 1. And if I've gotten lambda as 1, I think I'll push it here so that I get Q. So Q we receive as 2 plus 2, that is 4. 2 plus 2, that is 4. 3 plus 5, that is 8. And 4 plus 2 is 6. Now, can you not find the distance between PQ by using the distance formula? 5, 6, 7, 4, 8, 6. 5, 4, the difference is 1. 6, 8, the difference is 2. 2 square is 4. 7, 6, the difference is 1. 1 square is 1. And its square was asked, so your answer will be 4 plus 1 plus 1. That is 6. I'll definitely do this question once again because I'm getting stuck here. A very small substitution is there which I'm not able to think of. Sir, just put y is equals to 3x and then integrate. You'll get 3x plus c. Then put it in g. I think that will do the justice. Okay, let me do it one more time because here I'm unnecessarily making it complicated because here I think I'm thinking a lot and doing a lot here. So I'll do that part in the next lab. Let me ask Sumit sir to join it here and then we'll get the answer. Yes, Jimmy, that's exactly what I was thinking of doing, but I got stuck. I thought that 3 could also be substituted there and that's where I got confused. So Sumit sir is ready. I am ending. Let him join and then we'll resume with this. Okay.
Hello students, welcome with the next set of questions in physics. So we are having a lot more questions in physics now, and yes, till now physics is going very smooth, very easy, very scoring. Let us see. It's loading, yeah. Now the next question on physics that we have to discuss is this. We had discussed this, this is this energy stored in a inductor question. Let us read what is the question first. In the circuit given below, L1 is equals to L2 is equals to L3, total energy stored in the system is E1 and energy stored in inductor L2 is E2. Now let us take if current I is coming here, these two are equal inductors. Yes, current will divide in half and half. This will be I by 2 and this will be I by 2. We know for an inductor energy stored is half Li square. This is how we write for an inductor. Now if I write E1, that is the total energy. So in the first half Li square. In this half L I by 2 square. Half L I by 2 square means I square by 4. And same in this, so into 2. What it is? This is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. This will become 3 by 4. Li square. This is my E1, the total energy stored. Now if I write the energy stored in in L2, that will be half into L into I by 2 square, so I square by 4. So this is Li square divided by 8. I need the ratio of E1 by E2. What is E1 by E2? 3 by 4 divided by 1 by 8. This comes out to be 6 is to 1. Yeah, 6 is to 1, which is our first option. Yes, first option. Yes, 6, white gaming, perfect. Next question. Breaking stress of both wires, okay, this and this is given to us. Area of cross section of both wires is given to us. Find maximum value of M such that no wire breaks. Now first, which one will break? If some wire has to break, which one will break first? This upper one. Why so? Because upper one is having greater tension always. Yes. What is the tension here? Tension is equal to the weight of this. How much is the weight of this? Total mass is 3 plus m. So 3 plus m into g. 3 plus m into g. G is 10. So let us multiply with 10. Okay, into 10. This is the total tension. This is my tension T. Divided by area is the stress. So divided with area of cross section, that is 0.008 centimeter square, converting that to meter, so minus 4. Okay. So this is the stress. Now when it is just going to break, it is equal to the breaking stress 1.2 into 10 to the power 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is getting cancelled. So I am getting 3 plus m divided by 8 is equals to 1.2 into 8. So 3 plus m is 12 into 8, 9.6, and m comes out to be 6.6 kg. 6.6 kg, which is second option. Are you all getting the second option? Are you all getting this second option? Easy? I don't know, like this is another question I am seeing on Young's modulus and all. Not Young's modulus, but still the longitudinal stress and strain. I don't know, like there were 2 questions like that or not in the paper. Next question. In a region where electric field exists like this, the velocity of particle of mass m is this. Lambda is given. Lambda is the de Broglie wavelength. Lambda is equal to h upon mv. Initial velocity is 4v0, so 4v0. That is clear now. Then find lambda in terms of lambda naught. Lambda is the de Broglie wavelength at a later instant of time t. So if I say the velocity at a later instant of time t will be equals to v is equals to u plus at. Okay, so initial velocity is 4 v naught I cap. So 4 v naught I cap plus acceleration. Acceleration is force by mass. This force will be minus E naught I cap into charge. What is the charge? What is the charge? In a region where electric field exists, the velocity of particle of mass m is this. Okay, charge should be mentioned, but that is given in the options. Q is the charge. So this is the force divided by the mass. This is the acceleration into the time, and this whole was in I cap. Okay, that I cap is there. So what is my velocity then at a later instant? This is equals to 4 v naught minus E naught q by m into t I cap. So at a later instant, if I write the de Broglie wavelength, that will be lambda by hv, h divided by m into v. Lambda is equals to h divided by mass m into v. V is this 4 v naught minus E naught q by m into t. Multiply m in the inside, so this will become h divided by m 4m v naught minus E naught q into t. Now lambda naught we know. What is lambda naught? Lambda naught is h by 4m v naught. So in the numerator and denominator divide with 4m v naught. This will become lambda naught divided by 1 minus E naught qt divided by 4m v naught. This will become lambda. What is in the option? H divided by 4m v naught. With 4m v naught I divided, then h divided by 4m v naught, that became my lambda naught. And then what else? What else? If it will go in the numerator, then it's not coming out to be like that, isn't it? Okay, here what is there? Here h is also there. How it is replaced? I don't know. Let us try to write it. This is my lambda. And lambda is h divided by m v naught. Okay, I can replace the m v naught thing. So if I replace m v naught, okay, 4m v naught, that is h by lambda naught. Yeah, I think it should now look like 4m v naught I am replacing as h by lambda naught minus E naught into q into t. Now it should look like that. So this is h lambda naught divided by h minus E naught q lambda naught t. Yeah, now it is coming. Now it is coming. Okay, getting it? Good. Second option, yes. Here from the options we can see that actually we have to replace mv naught term. I could have replaced, you know, my other constant, and then the answer was in a different way then. Okay, next question is on moment of inertia. Moment of inertia is a straightforward, easy topic which is more frequently asked. This time also it is asked. Moment of inertia of a rod about axis passing through point at a distance L by 4 from the center and perpendicular to the rod is. Now this is my rod. About the center, if I write the moment of inertia, what is that? ml square divided by 12. Now I have to write moment of inertia at a distance L by 4 from here, L by 4 from here. So what it will become? We'll use parallel axis theorem. So I is equals to m L square divided by 12 plus md square, d is L by 4. So it will become L square divided by 16. And then I can take common, I can take LCM 48, 12 into 4, 16 into 3 ml square. So this is 7 by 48 ml square. Fourth option, 7 by 48, fourth option. Sir, advice for tomorrow shift please. Arham is asking. So beta, you can prepare all the topics till now they are asked. Okay, prepare nicely. Go to the WhatsApp channel, our WhatsApp channel, download the previous PDFs, okay, of the morning of the 2nd April, evening of 2nd April, morning of 4th April, evening of 4th April, and now for morning and evening for today's also. And then go through them very nicely, prepare all the topics that are asked, solve those questions again. Okay, and if you are having, let us say, some doubt in that particular concept, understand that concept also. Okay, it's not that exactly the same question will come, but yes, on the concept question can be asked again. That is the point. So prepare those concepts very nicely. Next question, for a wave, equation is given like this: the minimum distance between two consecutive crests. What is that? That is the definition of wavelength. That is the definition of wavelength. These are two consecutive crests. The distance between them is wavelength. Basically, you have to find lambda. And we know that lambda is equal to 2 pi by k. 2 pi by k. What is k here? What is k here? This is my k. So this is 2 pi divided by 18 into 10 to the power minus 3. 18 into 10 to the power minus 3. So this will become 2, 9. So 1000 pi divided by 9. 1000 pi divided by 9. Third option. Easiest of the questions. Another easiest of the question. Can you solve one perpendicular axis theorem question, please, with this? Perpendicular axis theorem thing we have many times discussed, but right now we are taking these questions only. But you get, if you want an idea, I can give you. Okay, so this is let us take this as a disk. About this, moment of inertia will be mr square by 4. About this, it will be mr square by 4. About this axis, which is perpendicular to this, sum of the two, mr square by 2. Okay, so here this is perpendicular axis theorem. Just a quick idea for you. Next question. In thermodynamics, with the usual symbols, two expressions are given. First expression, delta U, that is like this. Now delta U is independent of the process followed. It depends on the initial and the final temperature. Delta U is always equals to mu Cv delta T. So this expression is actually wrong. Second expression, gamma and my degree of freedom are related. What is gamma? Cp by Cv. What is Cv? Cv is equals to F by 2R. We know that. What is Cp? Cv plus R. So F by 2R plus R. So that what is that? F plus 2 by 2 into R. Now take the ratio. Cp is F plus 2 by 2 into R divided by F by 2 into R. R by 2, R by 2, R by 2. So this is F plus 2 divided by F. I am getting gamma is F plus 2 divided by F. So gamma into F comes out to be equal to F plus 2. This is equal, this is equal, this is correct. So we will say expression 1 is incorrect and expression 2 is correct. Second statement. Next question on shear modulus. I don't know if there were so many questions. At least I think that one question might not be there on Young's modulus that was given by a student on memory based. On the top surface of a cube, length is 5 centimeter, force F is acting tangentially, lower surface is fixed, then find shifting. Modulus of rigidity is given to us. We know modulus of rigidity is equals to stress divided by strain. Strain here, how we will write strain here? Strain here is this angle theta. Okay, tan of that angle will be equals to x by L basically. X divided by this side, which is L. X by L. So from here, if I write x, I need x from here. So x will come out to be F L divided by A into eta. What is F? F is, okay, answer is in terms of F. So F into, what is L? L is 5 centimeters. So 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 divided by area of cross section, 25 into 10 to the power minus 4. Okay, square L square into eta is 10 to the power 5. 10 to the power 5. Now what it is? 5 into 5, 10 to the power minus 2 will cancel, minus 2 will remain there, then this will become 1000. So this is F divided by 5000. F divided by 5000, which is our x. So we got this value of x as F divided by 5000. Okay, sir, physics at 85, can I get 99 percentile in physics at 85? Yes, I hope so. You should get. Sir, this is not question asked. Abhiram is saying that this question was not asked. I don't know, Abhiram. It might be like that. because this is memory based, told by some student only. Okay, let us say we are trusting like this question was there, therefore we are taking it like this. Okay, now we are done with the questions on physics. Now we will have questions on chemistry. So let us see if Gaurav sir is there with us with more questions on chemistry. Okay, so Gaurav sir, it's over to you.
Yes, guys. Okay. So we have got few questions. Let us start that discussion again from chemistry. I mean, just that intramolecular aldol, just leaving that question. Every questions are quite doable, but yes, now they have asked question from biomolecules regarding muta rotation. They have found interest in carbohydrates again. So yes, those I'll be, but because I got time with maths and physics discussion, so what I've done is for the later sessions of yours, whoever is watching this live, I'll be helping you with notes as well, but you have to go to the PWJ English WhatsApp channel to download these notes, because in the between I'm giving you the detailed analysis also, which will help you to learn from this, है ना? So revise from this only. Okay, chalo. So that is what the advice, Krishna, I'm giving you. Attempt these questions and learn theory also, because this is the relevant theory. The question, the language, the type of it may be an optional question, it may be an integer type question, so those things may vary, the language may vary, but the area from which they are asking question is definitely important, and therefore I'll be giving you the details also, because that is a love. You should know where NTA is falling in love with NCRT, so that NCRT pages you should also fall love in, है ना? So a very traditional question: what amount of residue will be produced on heating this many gram of silver carbonate? The only D block inorganic logic you should know is that on thermal decomposition of this carbonate, what is actually produced? So now actually first oxide is produced, but because silver is an inert metal, almost silver, gold, platinum, they are inert metals. So if you heat them, yeah. So Sorish is saying Ag2O. Beta, I'm answering for you only, Sorish. Cricketer, beta, see, even if you know with your common sense, silver, gold, platinum, they are inert metals. So because they are inert metals, so you can very well predict by yourself, sir, if at all they are inert, what does that mean? They are not commonly reacting. And if I'm thermally decomposing, so the species which is naturally native, the instinct in nature of a species is to be in its most stable state, and because these metals are inert, so obviously you should predict with that also that actually silver solid will be produced, not silver oxide. I am very sure most of the students will be making this mistake and forming the corresponding oxides, but you will be getting the metallic element. Apart from that, you will be obviously carbon will be released in form of CO2, and you will also be getting oxygen. Why? Because the oxide of silver is also releasing that oxygen. Now, because we know that these two are gases, so ultimately our stoichiometry will only be interested in silver and the salt. So let us balance. This is silver, so 2 silver. Carbon is 1, carbon is 1. Let us count oxygen, 3. Here I have 1, so this stoichiometrically it will be 1 by 2, but I do not even have to bother, because what stoichiometry I have to deal with? This and this. Because weight of this is given and this weight of this is asked. So just basic stoichiometry now. So number of moles will be equal to given weight upon molecular mass. If you just calculate, silver is 108 into 2 plus carbon is 12 plus oxygen is 16 into 3. If you just calculate it, it is also getting cancelled, because number of moles will be coming out 10 raised to power minus 2. Now 1 mole produces 2 moles, so n moles will produce 2n moles, so 2 into 10 raised to power minus 2 is the moles. But what is the question is asking you? The weight. So weight upon molecular atomic mass of silver, so weight is definitely 8 2 just 16, 2 1 just 2, 10 is power minus 2, adds in 2.16. So beautifully a basic mole concept question. I hope everybody can do this. Okay, cricketer also got it. Soresh, good beta. Moving to the next question. Again, I would rather say you do not have to move your pen if this was the question, because if you have just water, nothing else, just water, then water at 25 degrees Celsius, concentration of H plus at equilibrium and concentration of OH minus ion at equilibrium for water is 10 is power minus 7 molar. And because it is 10 is power minus 7 molar, so we definitely know pH and pOH both are 7 for plain water. Now we are adding base. So because we are adding base, obviously pH will be increased, because OH minus ion concentration is getting decreased, and will be increasing by what? Sir, will be in pH will be 7 for a neutral solvent, which is water. And if I'm adding base, pH will rise. You know this from class 9th. I only have one option, which is more than, if this was the question. So I only have one question. But yes, how can they make this question difficult? By giving options very close. For that, you have to do common ion effect. Like for example, if I'm having KOH, so because it is a strong electrolyte, it will be completely ionizing and giving you OH minus ion concentration, which is 10 is power minus 7. Generally, we do not consider OH minus ion and H plus ion from water, but because this is very dilute, because although you are strong electrolyte, but what power you are having? Nothing. Although I am very weak, but my power is comparable with your power, so ultimately I have to take OH minus ion from water also. Now, applying, because I have excess of OH minus ion from base, so water, which itself ionizes to a very lesser magnitude, but it also ionizes. So because of this common ion, the ionization will be decreased, but still some of the equilibrium, some of the ions will be formed. So let's say this is X and this is X. So simultaneous equilibrium, what is the overall concentration of OH minus ion? It will be X plus 10 raised power minus 7. How to calculate this? X, what never changes? Equilibrium constant. So equilibrium constant, which is dissociation constant of water at 25 degrees Celsius, is 10 raised power minus 14. Kw is equilibrium constant into concentration of this water. The constant is termed as Kw, which is nothing but H plus ion concentration, which is X into OH minus ion concentration. Simultaneously, it is X plus 10 to the power minus 7. So this is X plus 10 to the power minus 7. So you have to solve the quadratic. Then you get X. That means the moment you get the value of X, just take minus of log, because X is the concentration of H plus ion. So you will be getting the actual value, but you do not have to do this. Why? Because your common sense is telling you that this is your answer. I hope everybody got the answer. Moving to the, sir, 4 भी हो सकता है. नहीं बेटा, 4 कैसे हो सकता है? 4 is for neutral water ना. It definitely, because some, although very dilute base, but ultimately you are adding na. So ultimately OH minus ion concentration will be increasing, and therefore pH, OH minus ion concentration is increasing, therefore pH will be OH minus ion concentration is definitely increased. So solution will slightly become basic, and basic solution will always have a pH greater than 7. Acidic has pH less than 7, and only one option you have. Chalo. Okay. Easy one. Moving to the next question. Again, a very easy one. Now remember, in the previous session also, I guess yesterday or maybe on 2nd of April, they asked a question from cumene. Now they have asked cumene again, but in a different fashion. Benzene reacting with this alkyl chloride in presence of this Lewis acid, anhydrous AlCl3, chlorine will give its electron, and as soon as it is giving electron, this 1, 2, 3, this 3 carbon, this carbon will definitely get the positivity, but this is a 1 degree. 1 degree carbocation is not at all stable. So in order to stabilize, hydride shifting will take place, and you get a carbocation over here. That means you are getting a isopropyl carbocation, and this isopropyl, let me write hydrogens also for you, because a very beautiful question, a very simple, rather a very important question, because cumene is loved by NT always. And this electrophile will now be attacked by electron rich benzene ring, and you will be getting your cumene. CH, 1 CH3, and this is your famous isopropyl benzene. Let us check what the statement is telling us. Yeah, perfect. So isopropyl, acha हाँ beta, statement based question question is asking the incorrect statement, not the correct one. Isopropyl intermediate is formed, yes, definitely, because this is correct, so not an answer. Isopropyl benzene is formed as major product, correct, so not an answer. Rearrangement of carbocation has occurred, correct, so not an answer. So obviously you have answered the product is less reactive than benzene. Although you do not read it, we know it is the answer, but let us, because we are learning, product is less reactive than benzene towards electron. Yes, because benzene is having no extra electron donating group, but this CH, although this is not very activating, but still it has this one hyperconjugating hydrogen which will rather create electron density at ortho and para position. So with respect to benzene, this is obviously more electron rich ring, and hence it will attack the electrophiles with a larger magnitude. This is it. So because it is saying the product is less reactive, no, product is more reactive. So because it is incorrect, so an answer. Moving to the next one. Again, a traditional question from GOC. Statement 1 is telling you carbon ions. This is 1 degree carbon ion, this is 2 degree, and this is 3 degree. Obviously, we know carbon ion is electron rich, and electron rich species wants electron withdrawing group. So carb anion stability is increased by electron withdrawing group, and in fact their stability is decreased by electron donating group. Because we are having electron donating groups, therefore 1 degree will definitely be most stable. So this is definitely correct. Statement 2 says stability of carbon ion can be explained on the basis of inductive effect. That is what we are doing, by inductive, also by hyperconjugation, also by resonance also. So but for this particular case, obviously because of the plus I effect of methyl group, 3 methyl group, 3 degrees least stable. So obviously you can say that also, because it is not saying stability of carbon ion can only be explained. Yes, it can be explained by inductive also, by resonance also. So it is not saying only. So if at all this was the statement, so definitely both statements are absolutely correct and easy one. Statement 1 true, perfect, perfect, Krishna. Moving to the next one, perfect, Soresh. Now moving to the next question, again a very basic question. They do not even have to, you do not even have to do calculation if it was the question. I mean, yes, I'm saying it if it was the question for all those students who say कि अरे sir सारे सवाल गलत थे. I am not saying these all questions are correct. Obviously we are getting this, fetching these questions from students like you, and you ask yourself, can you come out of the examination and give all the correct questions? Sir, we have not gone inside the examination hall to learn the questions. So obviously there may be, but at least they will remember na, from that area question has come, from that area question is from, and by taking that we tend to frame a question according to that. I hope you are getting my point, because the whole team is working so hard only for you people. Yes, good afternoon, Naru. Chalo beta. In octahedral complexes, each electron in T2G orbital stabilizes by minus. Yes, definitely, because we know generally if you have isolated metal, the d orbitals are degenerate, that is of equal energy. But when they are exposed to ligand, splitting takes place. Let's say this was the Berry center. So from Berry center, energy of these EG set. Why? What G stands for? G stands for their gerade nature, because these atomic orbitals are gerade. That is, they are symmetrical with respect to center. So these two take energy of these three. Hence, this, let's say this splitting is complete delta naught. So above will be 0.6 times of delta naught, and this will be from the Berry center minus 0.4 times of delta naught. So definitely this statement is perfectly correct. All the electrons are of same energy. Initially they are of same energy, but after complex is formed, its degeneracy is distributed because of CFT. It is just a basic theory of D block elements which everybody know. Yeah, perfect, Krishna, perfect, Soresh, perfect, everybody. Moving to the next one. Next question says, consider, okay, now this is the question. I'm giving you a notes also, because generally muta rotation. What is muta rotation? If you take glucose, you take a concentrated solution of glucose and just heat it at normal, I mean just mild water. somewhere around 30 degrees Celsius. So once you heat glucose, a concentrated of solution of glucose gets crystallized at a temperature of around 30 degrees Celsius. And we know that hemiacetals are formed. So the cyclic structure of glucose can undergo that muta rotation where hemiacetal formation takes place. During that muta rotation, sir, I can attack like this also, I can attack in the other sense also. Hence, once you draw that 3D projection, you get two isomeric forms, but they are known as anomeric forms. And those two anomers are known as alpha D glucose and beta D glucose. So NCRT, this is just NCRT fact beta. Alpha D glucose and beta D glucose. I just reduce because this is a very important consideration because NCRT has asked them, so I'm telling you everything. So if you take a concentrated solution of glucose, then somewhere around 30 degrees Celsius, if you take this glucose, you get the alpha form. If you start to heat it, then somewhere around 98 degrees Celsius, alpha D glucose converts into beta D glucose. Obviously, because they have different projection formula in three-dimensional space, therefore their crystal packing will also be different. So this is a fact from NCRT because beta form is more symmetrical. Therefore its melting point is high. And melting point of alpha form is relatively, not very less, but it is relatively less. Point number one, temperature, the first point, melting point, the second point. Now, at equilibrium, if they are existing, although sir, that means sir, all the alpha will not change into beta. Obviously, they will exist in equilibrium. And at equilibrium, what is the value of K? You don't have to learn the equilibrium constant, but at least learn that product is somewhere around, this beta form is somewhere around 64%. This alpha form is somewhere around 36%. How to remember this? What is the mnemonic, sir? Who is having better crystal, better packing? Beta. Who is having more melting point? Beta. Therefore, relatively, who has greater existence? Because I'm more symmetric, I'm more structurally, I'm more good, so I will be formed in a better percentage. So this is relatively 64%. This is relatively lesser. Now, okay. Now, last thing. What about their optical activity? They both are dextrorotatory because their parent glucose is dextrorotatory, but because their projection is changing, therefore optical specific rotation also changes. For beta D glucose, it is somewhere around plus 19.2. For alpha form, it is plus 110. And if they are both with this much percentage in equilibrium, then glucose overall, because some contribution this will do, some contribution this will do. So the mixture, the equilibrium mixture has a specific rotation of 52.5. A very important data. I hope everybody should remember this. Now, let me make the slide again much brighter for you. Now, let us attempt, after knowing this data, now we can clearly attempt this. Now, glucose exists in two anomeric form. True, sir. Melting point of alpha form is greater. Wrong, sir. Specific rotation of alpha is 19 degree. No, sir. Beta is 90 degree. Wrong, sir. Alpha and beta anomer are formed at, sir, this is 30 degrees Celsius. Okay. And this is somewhere around 98, somewhere around 98 degrees Celsius. So obviously this is correct. So what are A and D are correct. But see, after learning that, it becomes very easy. So obviously you should respect NCRT, and once you respect NCRT, NCRT also starts reciprocating. Okay. So I have few more questions for you guys. I have got few more questions. So yeah, so I have got these few more questions for you. Because actually while I got the time, I thought to make that muta rotation also explain to everybody, because if you learn this with this slide, you will be making questions correct. Now, moving to the next question, which says the order of sir, an easy peasy question from periodic table. Order of electronegativity, sir. Fluorine is highest electronegative element. True. After that, oxygen. After that, nitrogen. After that, almost in Pauling scale, electronegativity of nitrogen and chlorine is approximately same. But because nitrogen is a second period element, so if you grab the neck, nitrogen is relatively more electronegative than chlorine. But yes, no, I mean for being safe, in Pauling scale, electronegativity of nitrogen and chlorine both are same, although chlorine is not asked, so definitely this statement is correct. In OF2 oxidation, sir, fluorine is more electronegative. So fluorine will take -1 and force oxygen to acquire a +2 partial charge. So oxygen has oxidation state of +2. Correct. In N2, sir, now oxygen is electronegative. So it will be -2, it will be +2. Our famous neutral oxide. This is a neutral oxide called nitrous oxide, laughing gas. And in this, the oxidation state of oxygen is -2. Definitely, both are definitely correct. So option 3 is your answer, I hope. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Easy question. Now, a question from, for this question also, beta, you do not have to move your pen. Ultimately, what is the logic? The question is using the pH calculation. So, in order to have pH of a mixture of strong acid and strong bases, what you do, you calculate the normality of solution. I'm just giving you the logic, the normality of solution. And normality is what, sir? Number of gram equivalent upon volume. So for the first case, sir, I have 10 ml of what is molarity? Molarity is 1 by 10 molar. That is decimolar. So every solution is molarity is fixed, decimolar, that is 1 by 10. So 1 by 10 into, let us do in ml only. So number of gram equivalent will be molarity, which is 1 by 10. So for HCl, it will be molarity into volume, which is 10, into valency factor 1. What is that for a base? Let me do for a base with a different pen. So for base, it will be molarity into volume into valency factor, because calcium hydroxide can give how many OH? Sir, 2. So this is definitely, what is the number of milligram equivalent? 1. What is number of milligram equivalent? Sir, 2. So acid and base will form salt, will neutralize and form salt and water. That means 1 will be gone with 1. So ultimately you will be remaining with 1 millimoles of base. What will be the total volume? Total volume will be 20. So this will be the concentration of OH minus ion. The total normality. Minus of log of this will give you POH. 14 minus this will give you the value of pH. Sir, why you are not solving? Because I do not have to move my pen, as I said, but I have given you the logic how to calculate. But for this question, beta, you do not have to move your pen. Why? Because now I'm not moving my pen, I'm using a laser. Sir, this is acid, this is acid. So obviously the solution will be acidic. Now you know how to calculate pH. But I'm just, for this question per se, you do not have to move pen. Why? Because both are acids. That means pH will definitely be less than 7, because both are acids. This is, sir, acid. How many? 1, because 10 into 1 by 10. So 1 milli. This is 2.5 milli. Sir, base is more. Here 10 milli, 1 milligram equivalent. Here 1 milligram equivalent. So here also I have excess of base, but here I have 1 milligram equivalent of base, and here 2.5 minus 1 is 1.5. So where I am having more base here. So here solution will be more basic. That means pH will be much higher than first one. So pH of B will be most higher because it is most basic. After that A, and pH of C will be least because it is an acidic solution. You do not have to calculate. How to calculate? I have given you the data. So answer will be C is least, then you have A, then you have B. So option 3. Easy, perfect, wide gaming. Moving to the next question. Now here we just have to do simple class 11th calculation of mole concept again. Mole fraction of water you have to calculate. Okay, sir. Mole fraction of water we have to calculate in 10% W by W. So what does W by W mean? Weight of solute. Solute I represent as 2, solvent as 1. Weight of solute upon weight of solution into 100 is given out to be 10. So this is 10 upon 100. That means it is simply 1 by 10. Or else take 10 upon 100 only. How does it matter? Okay, chalo, 1 by 10. Now that means what? If I have 10 gram of solution, what is the weight of solute in it? 1 gram. Definitely, because if you have 10 gram of solution, solute is 1 gram. So let's say weight of solute is 1 gram. Therefore, weight of solvent, which is water, let me represent solvent by 1, will be nothing but 9 gram. And I have a total solution of 10 gram. Make this thing available for yourself. This is my solution. Now let us check. I have to calculate mole fraction. It's simple. So mole fraction of solvent will be moles of solvent upon total moles. What is moles of solvent? Sir, solvent is 9 gram. Okay. 9 upon 18 because molar mass of water is 18. So this is 9 upon 18 again plus 1 upon. Now what is solute? Sir, urea. What is urea? NH2CO NH2. I guess just calculate its molar mass is 60. I guess you just have to check. Now because this is 60, so sir, again we have got, now just do the calculation, and once you solve, okay, let me solve this for you. But yes, calculation beta here you have to do. So in the numerator, do I have somebody who is helping me with the calculation? Obviously this is easy. This is 0.5. 0.5 plus 1 by 60 is 0.16 or 0.1, 0.02. Let me write 0.02. So what about this, sir? 0.5 upon 0.52. Now this is my mole fraction, but I have to represent it in x to the power 10 to the power minus 3. So because I need a minus 3 over here, so rather this is gone and 2 0 are here. So that means I have to do 500 divided by 0.52. So this will give me somewhere around 961. Or else, because I'm doing it correctly, so 1 divided by 60 is 0.167. So this is actually 0.16, 0.0167. So if I do that, 0.5 plus 0.0167, 516. So this is 0.05167 because you need 3 place of decimal na beta. So you can't do approximation. So 500 divided by 0.5167. Ha beta. So in that case this will be coming 967.67. 967.67. So answer will be 968. But beta, I will not say this question was easy because you have to do like really precise calculation. Yes, Verma. I am Naveen. Hope you remember. Yes, Naveen, I do. I attended the 68 questions and 65 are correct. Perfect, Naveen. Perfect, my friend. Perfect. You made my day. Nahi beta. But because this is 0.67 na, so you have to jump an integer na. So answer will be 968. But yes, this question I will rather say, if you're doing it in your D day, the main examination, calculation will take time. Chalo. Moving to the, okay, this was the questions I was having. Chalo beta. So I guess we had almost discussed many questions of chemistry. If I get few more, I'll be coming back. Till then, Deepen sir, over to you.
So we are back with our discussion. I hope you can hear me and see me properly. We were stuck with this simple question. Simple question means a very straightforward question, but I was simply clueless about this idea. I don't know where was I. So here we were given, or we got f dash y by 3 as 3. I hope you remember that. So from here we can take it as f dash x also as 3 because y by 3 could be some variable. So it can be taken as f dash x to be 3. I was thinking of a lot of things which were not used at all. Sometimes you think a lot and that creates a lot of problems. So with that, when you integrate it, f dash x becomes fx. This is 3x plus c. But we have already evaluated f0 is 0, which means 0, 0. So c will be 0, which means we know that f of x is 3x. So if I have f of x as 3x, g of x will be 3 plus e to the power x 3x. Everybody getting that? So with that, when I move ahead, I hope you all are there listening and understanding. Gx will be 3 plus e to the power x into 3x. So now I need its minimum value. What I'll find is f dash x. So I'll work for f dash x. That is g dash x now. Because gx is this. So g dash x will be given by 3 to the, this 3 becomes 0, differentiated. Product rule I'll apply. 3 is taken common, or maybe you can distribute it. E to the power x remains as it is. The derivative of x will be 1. X remains as it, the derivative of e to the power x will be e to the power x. Now I can take 3 to the power x common, and then I'll be left with 1 plus x. This g dash x we put equal to 0 to find the critical points. So we get x is equals to 1. Since we're getting only one critical point, here it will be having minima. I need not verify it. So here I'll simply say that g minus 1 will be the minimum value, and g minus 1, you can simply put minus 1 over here. So when you put or replace x by minus 1, you get this value, which is your final answer. Everybody understood that? I hope no confusion confusion on that front. Now, let's solve the next question. Again, a simple question. So far, whatever inputs I have received, maths was easy, amazingly easy. Focus on this. This is an ellipse, standard ellipse. If it is not specified, what I'll say is that yes, somewhere it should be written A is greater than B, which they might forget writing here. Eccentricity is 4 by 5. Focus is 4 comma 0. So what we know is that, sir, if focus is 4 comma 0, focus is always AE comma 0. So AE will be 4. Eccentricity is 4 by 5. So if I replace E by 4 by 5, I get A as 5. First conclusion. We know one more relation, that for ellipse, eccentricity square is 1 minus b square by a square. So I have E, which is what? E we have cracked 4 by 5. So this will be 16 by 25. 1 minus b square I am willing to crack. A square will be 25. So this will be 16 by 25. 1 minus b square by a square. So I take b square by 25 here. I take this there. So it will be 25 minus 16 by 25, which is 9 by 25. 25 and 25 are cancelled. B square we receive as 9. Everybody getting that? So we have a square and b square, which means this ellipse passes through this point, which point? 3 comma alpha. So here 3 square by a square, which is 9 by 25, plus alpha square by b square, which is alpha square by 9, should be equal to 1. So by solving this, of course, 9 into 9, 81, 25 alpha square, then 25 into 9, I pass there. 25 into 9 minus 81, that turns out as 144 upon 25. So alpha we receive as plus minus 12 by 5. Now P could be either positive 1 or negative 1, whichever I wish to take, I can take. Now they are asking you the area of the triangle POS. They are asking you the area of the triangle POS. Of course, P is this point 3 comma plus minus 12 by 5. I'm taking plus 12 by 5. S is the focus here 4 comma 0, and O is the origin. So with that, if this triangle is made, I hope you're understanding, half base into height. So half is half. Base is your this length, which is 4. And what is height? I hope you can see the y coordinate here will be the height, which is 12 by 5. So by simplifying this, you can find the area of the triangle, which is not a tough task. Everybody understood that. Can I move ahead from here? Let's solve this question. Again, a question based on Bayes theorem. Letter is posted from either Kanpur to Anandpur or from Anandpur to Kanpur. So either, they don't know this. Okay. So when envelope was open, only AN was visible. So when it was written that from where it has received, a lot of letters were missing, but only AN was visible. So they could not predict whether it came from Kanpur or Anandpur. So they are asking you the probability that it came from Anandpur. Amazing, brilliant question. Now how do we solve this? First of all, tell me, of course, probability of receiving it from Kanpur is 1 by 2, probability of receiving it from Anandpur is 1 by 2. But since AN is visible, now AN dominates here, because AN here is appearing only 1 times, but AN here is appearing 2 times. I hope you're getting it very clearly. So here, pay attention to this part. I want the probability that it came from Anandpur. So first of all, it comes from Anandpur is 1 by 2. But since AN was visible, so in Anandpur, AN appears twice. So 2 by possible pairs of 2, 2 will be this or this or this or this or this or this or this. So total there are 8 letters. So there will be 7 such pairs, consecutive 2 letters. With that, this is the required events probability divided by required event plus other event. So this is 1 by 2 into 2 by 7, that is Anandpur's AN. Then from Kanpur, I can have AN. Of course, from Kanpur, I can receive a letter with probability 1 by 2. And from Kanpur, if I am having AN, so I can have AN in only one way, that is one favorable case upon total pairs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5, 1 by 5. Everybody got this? Everybody just with me on this. So with that, when you simplify this, will you do that? 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 are cancelled. You just simply got to simplify 2 by 7 by 2 by 7 plus 1 by 5. Will you do that by yourself, all the participants? From here, when I move ahead with this next question, again a simple one. From this paper, telescopic sum based questions, we have received 2 questions. Again a simple question, and we have told you how to simplify this a lot many times. Again, look at this result. I'll simply show you the direct result here. Pay attention to this part. This here is tan inverse. Pay attention to this part. 1 plus 2 to the power 2p plus 1. Can I write that as 2 to the power p into 2 to the power p minus 1? So this, when powers are added, becomes 2 to the power 2p minus 1. Everybody with me on this? In the numerator, I hope you're understanding, this 2p minus 1, 2 to the power p minus 1. Can I not write it as 2 to the power p by 2? Now this by 2 is basically 1 by 2. This 1 by 2 can I not write as 1 minus 1 by 2? Everybody with me on this? And when I multiply this 2 inside, it will be 2 to the power p. minus 2 to the power p by 2, which means it will be 2 to the power p minus 2 to the power p by 2, which is 2 to the power p minus 1. Always remember this as a result, that 2 to the power p minus 1 can always be written as 2 to the power p minus 2 to the power p minus 1. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Now with that, I hope you can clearly see this is tan inverse a minus b upon 1 plus ab. That is tan inverse a minus tan inverse v. Telescoping sum. I hope you're clearly getting it. So tan inverse 2 to the power p minus tan inverse 2 to the power p minus 1. Everybody with me on this? And there we have pi by 4, where p is from 1 to 11. That is what we are given. I'll simply put the values of p and I'll see clearly when I put values of p, that is 2 to the power 1 minus 1, then 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 2 minus 1, and so on, and ultimately 2 to the power 11 minus 2 to the power 11 minus 1. Everybody getting this? I hope you are seeing this cancels this. So this will be cancelling something here, and ultimately this will also get cancelled by this term here. So what am I now left with? I am left with this minus tan inverse 1 and tan inverse 2 to the power 12. So tan inverse 2 to the power 12, I cannot do much about that, but tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. This pi by 4 gets cancelled by this. So ultimately you are left with tan inverse 2 to the power 11. But they told you this is alpha. So I hope you're understanding tan inverse 2 to the power 11 is alpha. So you clearly know what is alpha or what is tan alpha. I need not tell you. The answer will be 2 to the power 11. Everybody got this. I hope I can move ahead from here. The next question, again a simple one. If you think logically, if you simply can imagine or visualize scenarios, you can crack this question within seconds. How? A and B play a badminton series. So there is a series between A and B going on. First one to get 5 wins is the winner. So anyone who gets 5 wins, any 5 matches if you win, you will be called the winners. They'll keep playing until somebody wins 5 matches. So in the worst case, if matches are played, the best case is, see, let me read the question first. The number of ways in which the series can be played if A wins the winner of the tournament. So A is going to be the winner, that is already predicted. Now please understand. The best case is that 5 matches are played and all the 5 are won by A. The worst case, B wins 4 and A still wins 5. That means the worst case will be 9 matches are played and ultimately the 9th match is won by A. Are you getting it? 4 matches are won by B, 4 matches are won by A, and then out of these 8 matches, when 9th match is played, finally that 9th match is won by A. That's the worst case. So if I simply talk about all of these cases, maximum 9 matches can be played. So when 9 matches are played, I hope you're understanding, 9th match will be played 1 by A. That can be done in 1 way only, exactly 1 way only. But out of these remaining 8 matches, I need to ensure or choose any 4 matches which are won by A. So in these many ways, A can win 5 matches out of these 9 matches. Are you understanding this? Or these are the number of matches which can be played. These are the number of possible combinations which could have created. I hope you're getting it. Similarly, if 8 matches are played, so I hope 8th match will be won by A. So I'm left with again 7 matches, and out of those 7 matches, 4 matches are to be won by A. So out of those 7 matches, 4 matches can be selected or chosen in 7C4 ways. I hope you're understanding it. No arrangement needed to be done because it is simply a question of selection. Out of 7, I hope I need not tell you, the pattern is clearly visible. It will be 6C4. It will be 5C4, and here pay attention to this part. 5 matches are being played and they can be won by A in only one way. Yes. So here with that 5, I hope 5th match will be won by A. So it will be 4C4, which is clearly 1. So you need not write it. And this or this or this or this or this could be done. And all you need to do is add these. So can you not add 8C4, 7C4, 6C4, 5C4, 4C4? I hope you're good at this. This is 1, this is 5, and you can simply evaluate these. You can simply add them and get the answer. Everybody understood that conclusion. Can I move ahead from here? Now let me bring few more questions which I have received possibly from our team. So let me see how many questions are there. This we have copied, I think. So what else do we have? This question, let me just copy it so that we discuss these questions as well, right? Hold on for a while. I'll just get these questions copied on my screen so that we discuss these questions as well in a while. Will that be okay? So here we get all of these questions as well. Now let me quickly download this sheet so that this is downloaded. Okay, so it is downloaded. Let me import it. So it is getting imported here. And then we'll possibly be done with the maths part. So here, let me begin with this question. I hope this is a question. Yes, going ahead with this. Sum of integral values, sir, maximum QI predicted for exam. I have to analyze one more time question pattern, damn. Okay, No worries with that. So here, sum of integral values of p for which this quadratic or this equation has at least one zero. Okay, has at least one zero. Okay, so what I'll simply say is has at least one zero, which means what? This should be equal to this. This expression should be equal to this. Now from here, sum of integral values of p. So this left hand side will be an integral value. Everybody with me on this? So let's simplify this expression. So the best thing which I could have done is that I could have simply taken sine square x as 1 minus cos square x. I hope you can do that. So this will be 3 minus 3 cos square x. I hope you're listening and understanding. Minus 12 cos x minus 3. Everybody give me an update on this. 3 minus 3 cos square x minus 12 cos x minus 3. So when I simplify this, this 3 and this 3 are cancelled, and ultimately this is what you get on the left hand side. So minus 3 if I'm taking common, what am I now left with? I am left with cos square x plus 4 cos x. I hope you're comfortable with this. 4 cos x is equal to whole equal to p. So that's the expression we are now dealing with. Everybody with me on this? So do we do discriminant free greater than or equal to 0? Why? There is p on the right hand side. All I'm saying is that simply let me go ahead with this conclusion where I say that can we convert it into a perfect square? I hope we can. So first of all, I shift this minus 3 to the other side and it becomes minus p by 3. I hope you're okay with that. Or even if you don't do that, then also it is fine. If you keep this minus 3 on the left hand side also, then is also fine. Let me try and convert it into a perfect square. So a square plus 2ab. So 2 into cos x. So b is 2. So I need a b square which is 2 square. So if I wish to have a 2 square, I got to subtract 2 square as well. I hope you're getting it. So this becomes a plus b whole square. So this becomes cos x plus 2 whole square minus 4 multiplied with minus 3, and this is going to be p. Now from here, is it not again a very silly and very simple question where all I need is the range of this expression, because the range of this expression will decide fate of p. I hope you're getting it. So with that, first of all, tell me cos x. Sir, cos x is from minus 1 to 1. Cos x from minus 1 to 1. So if cos x is from minus 1 to 1, I hope you're understanding cos x plus 2. I'm writing cos x as c. I hope you're okay with that. Cos x plus 2 will be from 1 to 3. I hope you're getting it. So it will be from 1 to 3. But it's a square. Cos x plus 2's square will be from 1 to 9. So its square will be from 1 to 9. I hope no confusion on that. Now when I subtract 4 from both the sides, it will be 1 minus 4, which is minus 3. It will be cos square cos x plus 2 whole square minus 4, and 9 minus 4 will be 5. Everybody with me on this? Now what I do is I multiply all the three sides by minus 3. I hope the answer will be ours. If I multiply all the three sides by minus 3, the sign changes. So 5 into minus 3. This should be an equality first of all. 5 into minus 3, that's minus 15. This is our expression only. And this will be minus 3 into minus 3, that's 9. So you have gotten p, because this expression is equal to p. So p is taking the values from minus 15 to 9, and you can clearly calculate the integral values here. I hope that's not a tough task or a challenging task. 15 here, 9 there, and 0 here. I hope you can add it and get the final answer. What are we asked? Sum of integral. Okay, then you need to do the sum. So minus 15 to minus 1, those sum, and that sum with the 9. Am I getting or doing? No mistake is being done. I think so, because with 1 to 9 and 1 to 9, that sum will be subtracted. So I need to add minus 10, minus 11, minus 12, minus 13, minus 14, minus 15. When you add those values, that will be the answer. Shall I repeat that? Because minus 15 to 0, these integers will be negative. 1 to 9, these integers will be positive. So with these 1 to 9 and minus 1 to minus 9, those integers when added give you 0. So all you got to add is minus 10, minus 11, minus 12, minus 13, minus 14, and minus 15. That sum will be the final answer. Will you do that by yourself? And that I think you can mark accordingly as per the question. Here, this question says xy is a variable point on this circle. So circle is there. So if I talk about circle, its center is going to be, of course, 3, 4, and its radius is going to be what? I hope you can clearly see. G square plus f square, that is 25. 25 minus 1 is 20. 25 minus 21 is 4. So 4's root is 2. So that's the center, and this is the radius of the circle. Now if I talk about this parabola, again I'll convert it into a perfect square. So what am I given? Y square plus 6y is equal to, can I say, minus x minus 13. I hope you're okay with that. So what I do next is y square plus 6y. This 6y I could have written as 2 into 3 into y. So what I need is, I need a 9 on the left hand side. So if I need a 9 on the left hand side, let me add a 9 on the right hand side as well. Are you getting this very clearly? So with that, if I convert it into a perfect square, this is what? Y plus 3 whole square. Everybody with me on this? And there, what is it? It is clearly minus 13 plus 9. How much is that? I think it's minus 4. So this becomes minus 4. And when I take minus common, it is x plus 4. So this parabola will have its vertex. I hope it is y square is equals to minus 4x kind of a form, which has its vertex at 0, 0, but x minus h, y minus k. So it will have its vertex at minus 4, minus 3. So this parabola has vertex at minus 4, minus 3. Is it not again a very silly, very simple question? Okay, in that case, Niladrinath, x square plus 6y plus y plus 13. In that case also it is fine. I hope you'll do that by yourself. I'll do it by this. Now, nothing wrong with that. Let me do it by this. Even if there is y, I hope nothing changes much. Nothing changes much here. How can it be y? Niladrinath, if it's y, I think it simply be swapped. Not much. It could be possibly minus 3, minus 4. I think so. So here, I hope, what are you asked? The maximum distance of this circle from this point. So how do we know it? I hope you remember. If this is a point, so first of all, find the distance between PC. This will be the distance between the point and the center of the circle, and to it just add the radius. That's the maximum distance. And if it is the minimum distance, then subtract the radius. Do you not remember the concept? So from, of course, what you do is from minus 4, 3, you find the distance of 3, 4. Of course, with that minus 4, minus 3, that is minus 7. Minus 7 square is 49, plus minus 3, minus 4, that is again minus 7, 49. And with that, you add the radius, which is 2. So I hope it will be 7 root 2 plus 2, which you get as the answer. Even if it was something different, Niladri, I got your point. In that case, also you can get the final answer. But thank you so much for correcting it. With that, when I move ahead with the next question, this is again such a simple and silly question. We have done such questions a lot many times. Do you not remember that? We are given this is a quadratic, alpha and beta are the roots, difference of the roots, sum of the roots is given. But remember, sum of the roots is given as 3 iota. Was it 3 iota? Just give me a quick update on this. Was it 3 iota? Just give me an update on this. Or was it something else? All these students who have attempted it, Niladrinath, what was it? Was it 3 iota or something else? So if I simply begin with this alpha cube plus beta cube, so alpha cube minus beta cube. So I hope first of all alpha cube minus beta cube will be alpha minus beta times alpha square plus alpha beta plus beta square, and that's square is needed to be done. So first of all, I have alpha minus beta, so I'm not worried about that. But I need alpha square, beta square, and alpha beta. I think that I need. So I think that also can be worked with this particular result. Because when you do this, which part, students? Alpha plus beta we have, alpha minus beta we have. I think we will get the final answer within seconds with this conclusion. Okay. So with that, what I'll do is alpha plus beta whole square. I hope you're getting it. Alpha plus beta whole square is going to be what? 9 iota square, that is minus 9. I hope no confusion on that. So it will be alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta, which is equals to what? Minus 9. And from here, it will be what? It will be alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta, that is clearly 11. So with that, when you add these two, I hope you can see, you get alpha square plus beta square, that is 11 minus 9, which is 2. And 2 by 2 is 1. So alpha square plus beta square, you receive as 1. So we have got an alpha square plus beta square as well. We have alpha minus beta as well. Now simply it is a matter of finding alpha beta. How do we find alpha beta? I think that also you know, because here, what do you have is alpha minus beta, right? So I think you have the answer, because if alpha minus beta is under root 11, we know alpha square plus beta square. You substitute it in any of these equations, right? Alpha square plus beta square is 1. So 1 is shifted there. It is 10. I hope you're getting it. So minus 2 alpha beta is 10. So alpha beta will be minus 5. I hope you're getting it. So alpha beta will be minus 5. So all you got to do is substitute these values. Which values, students? Alpha minus beta, that is under root 11 times whole of alpha square plus beta square, that is 1, plus alpha beta, that is minus 5, and this whole needs to be squared. So 11 into 4 square, which is 16. I hope you got the answer. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody got this. Everybody. I hope it was easy and doable. Let's focus on this question. What does it say? In the expansion of this, the sum of the coefficients of x to the power 7 and x to the power 14 is equal to 0. Okay. Let's work on x to the power 7. Let me write its rth term first of all, because I cannot have x to the power 7 just like that, because it is x cube here, it is x to the power 4 there. Okay, no worries with that. And I think there was n here. I think it is missing. Was it n, then the value of n? So I think it was n there. So with that, first of all, let me write its rth term. So if I wish to write its rth term, how will I write its rth term? NCR. Then 1 by x cubed to the power n minus r. So x to the power minus 3 to the power n minus r. So this is x to the power minus 3 to the power n minus r. I hope you're getting it, into x to the power 4 to the power r. So this is minus x to the power 4. So minus x to the power 4 whole raised to the power r. That is the rth term. First of all, did you get that? Everybody with me on this? Now from here, if I simplify this, what do I get here is that this r I don't know. So I'll first of all write minus 1 to the power r outside. I hope you're comfortable with that. I'm deliberately doing it. With that, NCR is also there. So I'm keeping it aside, NCR. And then the coefficients, I think apart from that, are nothing else. There is now the term in x. So this will be x to the power minus 3n plus 3r. This term will be x to the power minus 3n plus 3r. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is x to the power minus 3n plus 3r. And this term is x to the power 4r. So if I add these, if I add this 4r plus 3r is 7r. So x to the power 7r. So this will be 7r minus 3n. Everybody got this? Everybody with me on this? Now, two things. There is equation. That's good, Vedant. How did you get it? Do write that approach as well. I'll be really appreciating that. Now, from here, what I'll do next is that I want the coefficient of x to the power 7 and x to the power 14. So with that, I'll make it 7 once and then I'll make it 14 once. So when I make it 7, which part? 7r minus 3n. Can I write it as 7r minus 3n? So when I make it 7r minus 3n, if I make it 7, what happens to it? And when I make it 14, this 7r minus 3n, what happens to it? Let's talk about that. Everybody with me on this? And then the sum of coefficients of them is 0. So I think one equation I'll get from here. Notes you'll receive on WhatsApp. Once the session gets over, you'll get the entire PDF on our WhatsApp channel. The link to WhatsApp channel is given in the description. I hope you got this. Now from here, what should I substitute? Shall I get R or shall I get N? I think I should get, these are the two equations. 7R, no, these are not. These are two different equations. I'm really sorry for that. So let me try and crack R from here. So R here in terms of N will be, 7 plus 3n, or shall I get N? I think I should work on R only. So 7 R from here for this one. I'll write it separately here. I'll do that part here separately, and 7R minus 3n, I'll put as 14 here. I hope you're okay with that. So two things I'm doing separately. This coefficient, if I try to work upon, what do I get R from here? Let me write it as R1. Let me write this as R2. I hope you're okay with that if I do so. So with that, what do I get from here? 7R1 we receive as 7 plus 3n. So we receive R1 as 7 plus 3n by 7. Everybody with me on this? From here, what do I get R2? So 7R2 again, same expression, 14 plus 3n. Everybody getting that? So R2 I receive as 14 plus 3n by 7. Correct me if I'm wrong. So R1 and R2 in terms of n we have received. Everybody with me on this? Sir, what to do in the remaining day if I have shift tomorrow? Just revise formulae. Now here, and for mathematics, the entire formula revision session we have already conducted. And then sir just thought that since one is odd power, one is even, they will cancel out. So the sum of the power should be n. Great. Sum of the power should be n. Perfect, brilliant. And with that, what are you saying? Very good observation, Vedant. That's a very good observation. What Vedant is saying is a very good observation. Luckily, I think the answer is 21. What he's saying is that, sir, the sum of the coefficient of x to the power 7 and x to the power 14 is 0. And please understand, power is even here, power is odd here. And R is deciding factor. R is the deciding factor. So if sum is 0, of course, for R as 7, it will be negative. And for R as 14, it will be positive. So positive minus negative is being done. So I think they are same in magnitude. Then also it is getting cancelled. So that's a very good observation. That's a very amazing observation, Vedant. That's very brilliant. Instead of doing all this, I hope you're understanding, NCR should be equal to NCN minus R. So for R, 7 and 14, if they are equal, it will be, N will be, I hope you're understanding, 7 plus 14, that is 21. That's a very good observation, Vedant. Amazing. Something really out of the box. And if you need not do all this, you can get this question without even that. So let me not do this. Let me stop it here and let's not waste our time in doing this. Did you all get this explanation or shall I repeat this? What Vedant is saying is, he's simply saying that, sir, power 7 and power 14. This is 0. So if this sum is 0, which means what? Minus 1 to the power r is there. So when you take x to the power 7, which means what? R is being taken as 7. So this entire term will be negative. When you take r as 14, this will be what? 14. So this whole term will be positive. So positive minus negative becomes 0. That means they are same in terms of magnitude. So if they are same in terms of magnitude, that means this NCR should be equal to that NCN minus R, which means I hope you remember, in that case, this 7 plus 14, the sum 21 is going to be the value of n. Amazing, phenomenal. That's a very good observation. Great, great, great. Great XYZ. So with that here, I move ahead with the next question. I hope that is understandable. Instead of doing this in this manner and solving it like that, I think observation was sufficient there. That's a very good observation, by the way. Even I could not think of that. So here there are three equations. And it says it has infinitely many solutions. So if it has infinitely many solutions, of course, it is homogeneous. And if it is homogeneous, it should have non-trivial, because for trivial, XYZ will be having a unique set of triplet. But here, if it is saying infinitely many, that means non-trivial. And if it is non-trivial, then I'll say, can we assume the point is parametric? Why do you have to do that, Shaurya, in that question? If it is non-trivial, in that case, the delta should be 0 or delta 1, delta 2, whatever you wish to take. So let's say the delta I'm taking as 0. So if I'm taking delta as 0, so 136, then you have minus 2 5t, minus 2 5t, and then you have t square ft, then you have t square ft. Everybody with me on this? And this determinant should be 0. So how do I finish it? I will finish it with Sarus rule, 1 minus 2t and 3 5t square, and this expansion should be 0. If this expansion is 0, which means what? 1 5 into ft, that is 5 times ft, then 3 into t, that is 3t square, then 6 into minus 2, that is minus 12 t square. This should be equal to this 6 into 5 into t, that is 30t. Then t into t square into 1, that is t cube. Okay, so this is getting converted into a cubic. Great. And this will be minus 6 ft. This will be minus 6 ft. Comfortable with whatever I've done so far? So if I rearrange it, 6 plus 5, that is 11 times f of t. And if I take everything on the other side, I'll have first of all t cube. Then terms in square, 3t square minus 12t square is what? 90 square, minus becomes positive, so it is plus 90 square. Then what do we have next? I think 30t, except for that we don't have anything else. So it will be plus 30t. Correct me if I'm wrong. Everybody with me on this? I hope there is no constant term. So this 11, when it's moved to the other side, it is divided by 11. So all I am now left with is, let's find f dash t. Let's find f dash t. So if I am willing to find f dash t, how do I find f dash t? I'll simply say that here, let me find f dash t. Just hold on for a while, students. F dash t is going to be, this will be 11 in the denominator. So 3t square, 9 into 2, that's 18t, 9 into 2, that's 18t, plus 30, right? Whole divided by 11. The best thing is 3 by 11 you take outside, that doesn't matter. So here, what am I now left with? T square, if I take 3 common, so 3 into 6, that's 60, plus 10 should be put equal to 0 to find the critical points. So if I'm interested in finding the critical 5 into 2, 10, no, it's not doable. So let me find its discriminant. Its discriminant will be what? B square, that is 36 minus 4ac. So 4 into 10 is 40. So its discriminant is negative. So its discriminant is negative. Which means it is positive for all the real values of t. If this is positive, that means f dash t is always positive. That means ft is strictly increasing. Which means option A needs to be marked. Everybody got this? Can I conclude this? So with that, we conclude math section. I'm handing it over to Sumit sir. My conclusion, my analysis is really simple, that here, we'll be simply taking this to the stage where I'm saying maths was terribly easy. Thank you so much. Let's hand it over to Sumit sir.
Sure. Hello, students. With the next set of questions on physics, let us begin our discussion. Now this is a question on logic gates, sorry. And yes, logic gates is asked. I think yesterday also we had question, and day before that on 2nd of April was also their questions. And let us see what is this question. Now it looks a bit different but not that difficult. Both LED were switched on which of the following options? Okay, LED is switched on in forward bias. It means here it should be higher voltage. So this is 1 here. We have 0 or 1. 1 is higher, 0 is lower. Here it should be 1. Now this is an AND gate. If it is 1, it means this has to be 1, this has to be 1. If this is 1 means C is 1. C I got as 1. Okay. Now this is 1. This is again an AND gate. It means this is 1, this is 1. This is 1 only. It means this is 1. A is equal to 1. Now this is OR gate. Output is 1. Here we are having 1. B can be 0 also, B can be 1 also, isn't it? B can be 0 also, B can be 1 also. I will get 1 here for both the cases. So what is this now? It should be 1 1 1 or 1 0 1. 1 1 1 or 1 0 1. We have 1 0 1 as option, so third is the correct option. Now if somehow there is no, not possible, but if there is 1 1 1 option also, that would also be correct in this case. So we are having two possibilities in this case. One of the possibility is given in the option, so I will mark this. Okay, getting it? Next question. Now this is on Vernier scale. Yeah, 10 VSD matches with 9 MSD and 1 MSD is 1 mm. Let us find least count. What is least count? 1 MSD minus 1 VSD. This is 1 MSD minus, what is 1 VSD? 1 VSD is, because 10 VSD is 9 MSD. 10 VSD is 9 MSD. So 1 VSD is 9 by 10 MSD. So least count comes out to be 1 by 10 MSD, which is equal to 0.1 mm. Now, when no reading is taken, the 0 of Vernier scale is to the right. If 0 is towards the right, means 0 error is positive. If 0 is towards the right, means 0 error is positive. And where the coincidence is there with the main scale, that is 7th division on VSD matches with the main scale. Okay, so I'll say my 0 error is equals to plus positive, because Vernier 0 is towards the right, into least count into the Vernier scale coincidence, that is 7. So 7 into 0.1 mm, that is 0.7 mm, and it is positive. Next question. Hydrogen atom, an electron is revolving in 4th Bohr orbit. Find wavelength of incident radiation to excite it to second. I am sending the electron from n is equals to 4 to n is equals to 16. Electron should go from here to here. It means the energy that I will supply has to be equal to the difference between these two levels. What is that? That is 13.6 electron volt into 1 by 16 minus 1 by 256, 16 square. This is equals to my Hc by lambda, the energy of the photon which is coming. Hc is given like this, 1240 nanometer. 1240 nanometer divided by lambda is equals to 13.6 nanometer electron volt. Okay, electron volt unit is getting cancelled both sides. So this will become, what it will become? 256 minus, okay, let us take 256 as LCM. So 16 minus 1 will become my 15. Now we have to do calculations. Lambda is 1240 into 256 divided by 13.6 into 15. Now let me use calculator. This is 1240 into 256 divided by 13.6 divided by 15, and this is 1556. This comes out to be 1556 nanometer. Let us check, because none of the options are matching, I think. Let us check the calculations if there is any mistake in this. Again, what it is, 13.61240, this is lambda 1 by 16, this is 16 minus 1, 15. So into 256 divided by 13.6 divided by 15. This seems fine. Now let me again do the calculations. 256 divided by 13.6 and divided by 15. So this is 1556 nanometer. Here 1 is missing. 1556 nanometer it should be. Okay, next question. 16 should be multiplied in denominator. Where you are saying I missed something in this? Here I am taking LCM. LCM is 256. 16 minus 115. Where it should be multiplied? All the calculations are perfect. I think so. All the calculations are perfect. I have multiplied like this properly. Answer is coming 1556 only. Sir, calculation of energy is wrong. 16 should be multiplied in denominator. Why? Why it should be multiplied? How we write the energy of nth level? Energy of nth level is minus 13.6 into z square by n square. This is how. This z is equals to 1, 13.6, 1 by n1 square. This is from 4th to 16, 4 square, 16 square, 256 LCM. Here it will be 15. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Where is the issue? Sir, it's correct. Yes, it is correct. It is correct. Yeah. Next question. In a YDAC setup in air, fringe width is 2.4 micrometer. If we submerge the setup in liquid, the refractive index is 1.2. What will be the new fringe width? How we write the fringe width? Lambda d by d. When the entire setup will go in the water, what the wavelength, how the wavelength will change? Lambda by mu. So new wavelength lambda dash will be equal to lambda by mu. So when you write beta dash, that will be lambda dash d by d, which is beta divided by mu. What was beta? Beta is beta is 2.4 micrometer. 2.4 micrometer divided by 1.2. So this comes out to be 2 micrometer. 2 micrometer. So the answer comes out to be 2. Okay, no issues, no issues. Next, a charged particle moves in uniform magnetic field. This is the magnetic field and the acceleration of the charged particle is given like this. Now we need to find the value of n. Now when a charged particle moves in magnetic field, how we write the force? Force is equals to Q V cross B, isn't it? Isn't it? Now the thing is, let me write here Q properly. Q V cross B. The force is always perpendicular to the velocity. It means acceleration will always be perpendicular to the velocity. Acceleration will always be perpendicular to the velocity. If two vectors are perpendicular, dot product is 0. It means A dot V has to be 0. What is A? A is 4i cap minus n by 2 j cap dot with 3i cap plus 2 j cap is equals to 0. 4 into 3, 12 minus this will become n is equals to 0. N comes out to be 12. So n comes out to be 12 here. Okay, clear, easy. Next question. Net displacement current in a capacitor is 4 ampere. The capacitance of the capacitor is 6 microfarad. The rate of change of voltage across the capacitor, what is dV by dt? How we write the displacement current? Displacement current formula is epsilon naught d phi e divided by dt. Electric flux I can write as E into A. So this will become epsilon naught A, I am taking out dE by dt like this. Now multiply and divide with the, you can say, the separation between the two plates. Okay, what is that? D. So multiply and divide with D. What is A epsilon naught by D? This is capacitance. So this is capacitance into d by dt of, what is this? E into d, just the magnitude I am talking about. That is my potential. Electric field into the distance, that becomes my potential. The rate of change of potential, I need dV by dt. So dV by dt is id by c. What is id? id is 4 divided by C is 6 microfarad. So 10 to the power 6 will go in the numerator. 2, 3. 2 by 3 into 10 to the power 6. 2 by 3, it means it will become 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 5. Yes. First option. Next question on AC circuit, another series RLC circuit, simple question. In given below, in the circuit given below, current is I naught. If angular frequency is changed from omega naught to omega naught by 8, the current becomes I naught by 4. How we write the current? I is equals to V by Z. This is how we write. It means when the current is becoming 1/4 means my impedance is getting 4 times. So my Z2 is equals to 4 times of Z1. This is what is happening. Now what is Z2? Root of, there it is XC and R, okay. So XC2 square plus R square is equals to 4 times of root of XC1 square plus R square. What is XC? XC2 is the final, when omega is omega naught by 8, that my you can say XC, okay. It was initial here. Now square it. What is XC? 1 by omega C. 1 by omega here is omega naught by 8, okay. C square plus R square is equals to 16. This is 1 by omega naught C square plus R square. See this whole thing here like this. Now 8 it is, 8 will go in the numerator, it will become 64. So 64 divided by omega naught square C. Here we will get 16 into 16 divided by omega naught square into C square. Okay, it will be C square by the way. So minus 16 divided by omega naught square C square. Here it will be 16 R square minus R square will be 15 R square. So 15 R square becomes equal to what? 48 divided by omega naught square C square. I need 1 by omega naught CR. So from here 1 by omega naught C into R comes out to be 15 by 48 whole root. And 3 into 5, 16, 5 by 16. Yes. A, yes, option A is coming. Frequency change to omega by 3, sir. Here, okay, somebody is mentioning in the actual question, the change of frequency was omega naught to omega naught by 3. Okay, this is a memory based, I can understand. Here it is mentioned omega naught by 8. If it is 3, then we will take 3 here. It will become 3 here, it will become 9 here, accordingly, okay, things will change. Next question on microscope. For microscopes, gives same magnification, okay, 2 microscope it should be. 2 microscope gives same magnification in which objective lens is same and eyepiece same, and eyepiece of 2 is exactly half of the eyepiece of 1 in equiconvex, then L2 by L1 is. Now magnification, let us take in this, here the magnification is M1, here the magnification is M2. So I am getting M1 is equals to M2. How we write the magnification? Now whenever they are not talking about anything, so consider the magnification at infinity condition only. So LD by F naught FE. Okay, so what is L? L1 into D divided by F objective F eyepiece is equals to L2 into D divided by F objective into F eyepiece. Now eyepiece is changing, objective is having the same thing. Okay, so let us take, this is F eyepiece 1, this is F eyepiece 2. D is same, objective is same. Sorry, where? Just a minute. Magnification of in which objective lens are same and eyepiece. Okay. Now L1 divided by L2 comes out to be F eyepiece 1 divided by F eyepiece 2. When you cut a lens from the mid, okay, like this, okay, perpendicular to the principal axis, how the focal length will change. For equiconvex lens, 1 by f is equals to mu minus 1 into, we have 2 by r. We have 2 by r for equiconvex lens, but if you cut from half, it will become 1 by r. Now, if it becomes 1 by r, it means my focal length is getting twice. So, my this focal length is basically twice. I am getting this as 1 by 2. So, L2 by L1 comes out to be 2. L2 by L1 comes out to be 2. If 1 will come here, the focal length will become twice. The focal length will become twice here. This is equals to, okay, twice of this upper one, F1, this F1 dash if you talk about. Is that point clear? Yeah. Okay, so we have completed the physics portion now. So Gaurav sir will be there with us. So let us see if Gaurav sir is ready for the chemistry questions. Okay, so in physics we have seen the questions were very standard, very straightforward. I don't think any question was very difficult or confusing what we received from. Certainly there may be some difficult question which we could not receive. Okay, we have discussed only few questions, like not only few questions, more than 20 questions, but not 25 questions. Okay, so it's over to you, Gaurav sir. एंड कर देना. हाँ हाँ.
Yes, guys. So seems like it has been ages. So I had food. I had the break of I guess a lifetime, and after that we are here with the final few questions. कोई बिहार से सर जी please reply. अरे sir, my exam is on 8th. How much marks? For 96 percentile, beta, anywhere around 140 you will be landing somewhere around 96 percentile. 170 odd, 170 plus will be, yeah, so 140, 145 you will be getting and landing somewhere around 96 percentile. But yes, obviously you should focus on what maximum you should do at this point of time, rather what percentile, because percentile what you will be getting will not be your hand. What can stay in your hand and will always be in your hand is your capability and your efficiency, how you work. So I hope I answered that. So yes, Devil, hello. Priya, hello. Utkarsh, option B, yes. So let's start with the discussion, beta. The basic few questions I have left. Consider the following sequence. Now this is an alkyl halide, although there's a benzene ring, but that is not aryl because benzene is not connected with halogen. So alcoholic KOH will do elimination, and what alkene is formed, sir? More stable alkene. So pi, sigma, pi. So a double bond will come over here. Bromine will be gone because that will be a conjugated alkene. Post acidic hydration, sir, H plus will be gone. A carbocation will be formed. Carbocation here will be more stable because it will be benzylic, and over there water will attack and form the corresponding alcohol. So what shall be our alcohol? Let us make that alcohol. This will be our OH. Easy. Now after that we are using mild oxidizing agent, which is pyridinium chlorochromate, written as PCC. So we'll convert this alcohol into corresponding ketone. So do we have a ketone? No sir, it's an aldehyde, it's an alcohol, so obviously option 3. No. Somebody said B. Vedant, I hope you are clear now. Chalo. Moving to, yeah, JEE class hai. Okay. Moving to the next question. Okay, this is off. Moving to the next question. The next question says the order of acidic strength for 0.1 molar aqueous solution of the following. Now, a good question. I would rather say a block chemistry logic. Obviously, mineral acids are stronger than organic acid. Among organic acid, carboxylic acid is strong, but sir, ultimately they are organic acids. Organic acids are covalent compounds, and hence covalent compounds are always weak. So definitely A is weaker than the mineral acids. Now, why I am saying this question is okay is because obviously A is lesser, least. So obviously among B and C B and D will be having our answer. Why I'm saying it is good, that it is using a rather a logical side of chemical bonding. We definitely know H3PO3, the phosphorus acid has got 2 OH and 1 hydrogen is reducing. Similarly, phosphoric acid has got 3 OH and it has 3 acidic hydrogen. Number of replaceable H plus ion are more. If it replaces the 3 H plus ion, what conjugate base it is going to form, friends? Sir, O minus, sir, O minus and O minus. So this will be the conjugate base once this acid gives all the 3 H plus. And what about the conjugate base for phosphorus acids? Are this minus, and this hydrogen. Now ultimately you just have to, the common sense, the chemical bonding logic, which I guess is good also. Why this conjugate base is stable? Sir, this conjugate base is stable because of the presence of this electron withdrawing P double bond O group. I hope everybody is clear that this P double bond O is the electron withdrawing group, which actually does the resonance and stabilizes the conjugate base. So this double bonded O is withdrawing electron from 2 sides, but the same guy is doing 3 times the job. So you tell me which double bonded O is capable of catering the more electron withdrawing nature. Sir, one guy has to deal with 2 company. Sir, the same guy has to deal with 3 companies. Sir, the person has to work more. But if at all you are saying this and this are same, so they can only work for 8 hours. So obviously this can work to a better efficiency, because this guy only has to manage 2 companies. But this guy has to manage 3 companies. So the time he will be devoting, it will be devoting, he or she, anybody can be a CEO these days. So the time, the electron withdrawing nature will be shared among 3, but here it will be among 2. So this will rather be a more stable conjugate base. I hope everybody is clear with this, sir. That means if I have H3PO2, then it will be even stronger. Yes, because of the same reason. Then and least will be H3PO4. I hope everybody got that point. But in H3PO3, OH, but it is, H is released, but in, so array, I hope you got my point. Yeah, chalo. Moving to the next question. It was a good chemical bonding logic. Now, moving to the next question, which says, now a simple question from solubility product. We definitely know that this type of salt M3A2 dissociate, let's say its solubility is S. So it will form M plus 2 cation and A3 minus anion. How many? M plus 2, 3. How many in the anions? 2. Solubility is S. So here you will be getting 3S ions. Here you will be getting 2S ions. Value of solubility product will be concentration of these. So concentration of 3S raised to the power 3, concentration of 2S raised to the power square. That means 3 3 9 3 27 into 2 2 4 into solubility raised to the power 5 is KSP. So can you tell me what is the value of S? Yes, sir. It is KSP upon 27 into 4 raised to the power 1 by 5. Obviously, you can see that 1 raised by 5 factor, but in the question, you are not supposed to tell the solubility. You are supposed to calculate the anion concentration. And what is the anion concentration? This anion concentration is actually 2S. this value you have to calculate. So you don't have to give the value of S, rather you have to give the value of 2S. So concentration of the anion at equilibrium, which is twice of this value. So because everything is in power, so everything is there in power, na? So S is this much, so twice of this. Okay, so let me take this, that like this is twice of KSP upon 27 into 4. This is power 1 by 5, but this was just 2. So bring that 2 with a power 5, because 2 raised to the power 5 into 1 by 5 will definitely give you 2, and I need 2. So I'm just including this 2 like this, because I have to put it inside the bracket. Why? See, everything is given in the option in power of 1 by 5. So let us bring that. So this is 2 raised to power 5. So rather 2 raised to power 5 is 2 raised to power 3 into 2 raised to power 2, which is 4. So this will be gone. So answer will be 8 upon 27. So you just have to match with the option. Patna, where okay, people are socializing among themselves. So moving to the next question, rather a traditional question from thermodynamics. The given state, I mean, these were the variables they were given, and the assertion said NCV delta T, T final minus T initial, is equal to NR upon gamma minus 1 T final minus T initial. Obviously everybody know from first law, delta U is equal to Q plus W. Because I'm considering an adiabatic process, that's why I'm recognizing gamma. So for adiabatic process, delta Q is 0. So delta U, which is N CV delta T, satisfying this thing, equals work. So what is work for an adiabatic process? Sir, it is N CV delta T. Sir, but here CV is not written. This is NR gamma minus 1, because everybody knows, and you will know that with this thing also, that actually CV is nothing but R upon gamma minus 1. How can you relate this? Can I have any relation with gamma? Yes, sir. CV is also equal to, sir, F by 2 R. So if you relate these two, then this is R upon gamma minus 1, R gone. So that means, okay, it is asking us the value of gamma. Okay, so let us calculate gamma. So gamma minus 1 will be equal to, will be equal to 2 by F. So it will be equal to 2 by F. So gamma will rather be equal to 2 by F plus 1. So let us check. Yes, sir, 2 by F upon. I mean, obviously, that relation that thing is interrelated. So obviously, both assertion and reason are correct. And you can't say, somebody can say, sir, we have derived it from thermodynamic float, but this is not float. But obviously, the work thing that you have written can only be understood once you know relationship between CV and gamma. And CV and gamma are related, is done through F also. So because both of the things are correct, but yes, there may be a question for some students, or why it is reason also, because ultimately you are interpreting, I do not know whether that word exists or not, but because you are inferring the almost the same thing, which traditionally will by the statistics of thermodynamics, because both are correct. So or definitely I would vote that both are correct, and it is better explanation also. Chalo. Moving to, okay, so these are the question. I guess I had one more question from I had this one more question, beta. But I guess you can even, because this question even I thought is having some error with respect to the reactant given, but because I have this with me, so let me add this also, because after that we'll be finishing. So all the I'm congratulating you in advance. I mean, I'm wishing you in advance that all the very best for your attempt, because this will be my last question. Now I feel the question would be, there will be no carbon over here, but if at all you have a carbon over here, then this NaOBr is NaOH plus Br2, which will do Hofmann bromamide degradation. So if it undergoes Hofmann bromamide degradation, you will get this benzene, this CH2, and then this NH2. If you would not had this carbon, then you can say that the amine formed is an aromatic amine, but this is not an aromatic amine because the lone pair of nitrogen are not conjugated inside the ring. It is saying you get a primary aromatic amine. I have got a primary amine, but I can't say it is aromatic. When I will say it's aromatic, when there would have been no carbon. So this is what I have a feeling, that there will be no carbon, maybe but because students have given this data, so I'm saying definitely if it is the case, then this is incorrect. Statement 2 is this is aryl amine. It can be prepared by Gabriel Thelimite synthesis. No, because Gabriel Thelimite synthesis strictly follows SN2, and for SN2 reaction, backside attack, you can't have aryl halide because aryl halide do not give substitution reactions like alkyl halide. So definitely this is also incorrect. So option 1 and option 2 both are incorrect. This finishes our discussion, and with that, all the very best, and we'll be meeting in the evening session. So till that time, stay focused, stick to your content, and we'll meet in the evening around 6:15, 6:20. Okay, bye bye.